Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you living tonight, man? Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the Black Cat Panther Podcast. Your boy Dub Q is in the building. Man, it feels good to be back, man. There is nothing like being at home, and I can call this place right here home. So without further ado, you saw it yesterday. Anthony Richardson came in. Man, look at here. See, my bad about the timing. My bad. My bad. I was a little off. Had a little bit of black people time today. My bad, driver. But look at here. Look, there is no place like home. So I get to pull up with you, man. Your boy Dub Q got caught up in traffic, and so it took me a little minute to get up in the building. But you know what time it is, man. I had to do it. It feel good to come to y'all after the combine, man. Feel good. Not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Now let me take the emotion. Let me take the emotion out of this entirely before I even get started. Look, a lot of things has happened in the last couple of days when it comes to this draft. A lot of things has happened when it comes to finding a quarterback. A lot of things has happened. But one thing has been consistent, and it's been my eyesight on keeping it open for the quarterback position and who we should look at. I have kept it middle of the pack this entire time. I've never locked in on one person, and I never said we should go after this cat immediately. I never said we should go after that cat immediately. I always have been in the middle of the pack. I've always said, keep your hopes up just in case this happened, or keep your hopes up in case that happened. I've always been in the middle, but no more. No more. Look at here. No more will I do it, because after watching this combine, we got a chance to see Will Levis. We got a chance to see what he brought to the table. And I'm telling you right now, what I saw from Will Levis was a little bit of hold on. Shout out to the GOAT. I had to make sure that the GOAT was in the building today, man. Shout out to the GOAT. What's up, GOAT?
What's up? What's up?
Man, look at here. You can't get off a quarterback conversation without the GOAT being in the building. So y'all know
Go
what
ahead.
time it is, man.
Go on and talk that talk, son.
Look at here. I got a chance to see Will Levis. And I'm telling you, like I said, this entire time, your boy Dub Q has been in the middle. But after seeing Levis, I said, he ain't it. He ain't it. I saw him. I got a chance to watch him with his throws, and I was underwhelmed. I was left waiting for more. I couldn't get enough. I was like, that ain't it. He kept leaving me with this feeling that we needed more. You know what I'm saying? Then I look around, and I get around to CJ Stroud, and I say, oh shit, here we go. CJ comes out here, and he was nothing short of phenomenal. And he made all the passes. He made all the throws, the deep throws, the shorts, the slants. But God damn it, that motherfucker named Anthony Richardson brought his ass up out of there. And I'll be damned if this incredible Hulk looking motherfucker didn't come walking his ass through the door.
Whoa.
Boy, Kendall, you talking about make all the throw. See, what they tried to do was say that this boy was a project. What they tried to do was put this boy in a label and say that he wasn't better. He wasn't as good as CJ Stroud. I watched
Okay.
a
Okay.
CJ Stroud that's supposed to be on top of the mountain sweat yesterday because Anthony Richardson was in the same room as him. He
Okay.
sweat
Okay.
yesterday. So when I tell you that your boy Dub Q has taken a liking to a certain player, I have. I have sat here, like I said, for months on, and I haven't picked one damn player that I liked. But today it ends today. Damn it, Dub Q like what he sees from Anthony Richardson. And I believe from what I saw from this cat, there is no more bullshitting. There is no more slow footing. You get this cat right here, and you are set for the next couple of years in your franchise. Go tell me how you feel and what you saw.
Okay. Let me break the whole thing down. You got time? Do you got time?
I ain't got nothing but time. Go ahead.
I'm getting ready to talk that talk. All right. Let's go back all the way back. Your Bryce Young don't throw, don't run. He's at the combine and he does his press conference. So the guy says he's been the same size he's been all his life, this and that. We know that. So he went up against 5-star athletes in high school. He's the #1 recruit. He goes to Alabama. He wins national championships. He wins the Heisman Trophy. He is who he is at his size. He measured out 5'10" and some change, almost 5'11". He makes the throws, he processes, in certain systems. When Bryce Young goes to the pros, Bryce Young probably have a 5-6 year career. He's probably going to be injury prone, or what they say, because his 204-pound body is not going to hold up. Let's just say it like that. Okay. But Bryce Young is the undisputed #1 draft pick quarterback coming out of this draft. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is #2. Under consensus, the national everything, the narrative of this and that, CJ Stroud. Get CJ Stroud. 1 and 2, Bryce Young. He does the same thing. He's supposed to process. He's supposed to make the throws. He's supposed to do that. Okay. CJ Stroud had to throw. He had to compete because of who? What you just said, Anthony Richardson. He couldn't go out there and Anthony Richardson put on the show that he put on. Anthony Richardson would have came out of the combine today, which they ran and everything on Saturday. He would have came out today as #1 over Bryce, over CJ, over everybody. Until these guys' senior days, whatever. Okay, with that being said, all these guys in the draft to me, after looking at the combine, everybody is a project. I'm going to put it like that to you. Everybody is a project. Everybody's going to struggle year 1. Y'all we got to kind of calm it down a little bit. I've been telling y'all.
Kendall?
Okay, I'm getting ready to tell you.
What are you talking about, Kendall? I done got it. Look at here. I just had to get up. I just left my old lady. I'm home. I'm on vacation. And I just had to get out of the bed. I said, let me get out of the goddamn bed. Let me get on this live. Kendall done got on this live. Goddamn it. Because I've been catching this shit late. And I've been hearing the bullshit y'all been talking.
Okay, go ahead. Let me tell you. Let me finish telling you now. Since I was rudely interrupted by your monkey ass, let me finish telling you. Okay. All these boys are projects to an extent, right? Because none of them are pros. None of them are pros. None of them been in the NFL. This and that. None of them have faced an NFL coordinator. Every cornerback, every defensive back, every safety is a pro. You understand what I'm saying? They all collegiate level players. They all got their faults. CJ threw one that the boy had to kind of stop and run up under and go back for the other day. So did Richardson.
What was the key word you said? One. Did you see CJ spinning that goddamn ball? Did you see
Richardson spun Richardson off the chart athlete.
Did you see?
Yes, he was. Yes, he did.
Did you see? No, you didn't. No, he didn't. When he was throwing those corner routes, he was off as hell on them corner routes. He was not throwing perfect balls on them corner routes.
That's what I said. I said, they say he don't. What I tell you earlier, Q, didn't they say he don't have short yard touch? Yard touch. So we can't say he's a day 1 starter. I've been telling y'all the whole time. I said we need a bridge, right? You hear me on this thing? Did I say we need a bridge?
We don't need a bridge. We don't need a bridge with CJ.
You're gonna need a bridge. You're gonna need a bridge with all these guys. Even a Bryce Young gonna need a bridge.
I'm gonna tell you too. We don't need a bridge. Y'all sleeping on Will Levis, man. Will Levis looked good throwing that ball yesterday. I don't give a damn what nobody say. The top 2 quarterbacks is Will Levis and CJ Stroud. I'm not mad at Bryce Young, but he didn't show what he had yesterday.
Well, because he didn't go on. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
He didn't do nothing. But from yesterday, the best two quarterbacks was Levis and CJ Stroud from a quarterback perspective. I'm not talking about a running back receiver. If you want, if I want a receiver, I'm gonna go get Anthony Richardson.
Call the man a running back. Call the man a running back receiver.
Category. You don't put him in a category already. Now I see where you're
going. He is a wide receiver. If I'm drafting a wide receiver, I might draft Anthony Richardson. Number one, I might take him. I might take him. He looked like the best wide receiver out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. But quarterback, no. I mean, come on, y'all getting caught up in the t-shirt and underwear Olympics.
No, we're not. Because okay, what did I just say? What did I see? Didn't I just say the nigga needed a damn a bridge? Didn't I say he needed a bridge? Meaning a work in progress.
He working okay,
but if you get him as a bridge, and everybody named mama done told you, go back and listen and say, this boy is a sponge. This boy gets it. Go back to his college career. This boy has started 13 games, and out of them 13 games, the first 6 games he was your running back, like you said, he was your running back quarterback. Then after that, you start seeing his head move. And I can't see his eyes because I can't account for his eyes because I can't see his eyes. But you start seeing his head move, and you start seeing him do this and that. No, the hell he wasn't no one read. Get off of that! Don't do it! Don't you do it! Don't do it!
One read
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
One read and go. Look at one read and go. If it's primary option ain't open,
cut his mic off, Q. Cut his mic off, Q. Cut his mic off, Q. I don't want to hear that shit being spewed right there.
No.
You smoking?
Hey man, what's up?
Yeah,
y'all think this man the next Cam Newton, man, and he not.
No. I didn't. You didn't hear that come out of my mouth. You didn't hear that come out of my mouth.
Nobody said
I hear that out of a lot of people's mouth. Y'all think this man Cam Newton, man, and he not, man. He not.
Well, what we're saying is this guy has intangibles that you just can't
overlook.
Jamarcus Russell had intangibles. Ryan Leaf had
come on, man. Was Jamarcus Russell coach? Jamarcus Russell was set up for failure.
Yep. He was set up for failure. Yeah, he was set up for failure. He was set up for failure.
But still, we got a coach right now with a 4-year contract and the will to win. I'm gonna tell you something about a
quarterback with this coaching staff. Damn it! Come on now. Come on.
If you ain't got it up here, you just ain't got it up here. I'm just gonna tell you. I don't care how many great coaches you got coaching you. You at the end of the day, you got to be able to read those defenses. I don't care who the coach is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it don't matter, man. You got to have it up here, man. CJ Stroud got it up here. Give me CJ Stroud. I don't care about all that other bull crap y'all hooping and hollering about. Give me CJ Stroud. And I'm going to tell you right now, we getting CJ Stroud because Josh McCown was at that daggone
he was there yesterday. Go to Tankathon. And I told you about that bloodbath 1 through 6. Go to Tankathon and look at what's going on around here today.
It is a bloodbath.
Thank you.
What's going on?
What's going on with this shit here? What you got to say, Brother Wiley? Come on.
Hey man, I looked at it yesterday too, and CJ looked like he was the pressure was on when old boy was up there. And CJ like he was just fading the whole time.
CJ like he was fake.
Did you not see CJ fade his face when he kept looking at Anthony?
Yeah, he was like the pressure was there.
Yeah, he was sweating.
Yeah.
Did you y'all tripping, man. Oh, tripping.
It's the combine. He looking like somebody's chucking.
Y'all tripping, man.
You could clearly feel the feeling in the room has shifted. The momentum in the room has shifted to your boy AR-15, and you could see him looking at AR-15 even in an awe. Like he was caught up in this nigga aura.
Did you see him rise to the occasion? Did you see CJ Stroud rise to the occasion?
He's supposed to be the person.
CJ, he gonna be there. He gonna be there.
How do you rise to the occasion? He's supposed to be the leader.
What you mean? He was. You see them throwing that ball, didn't you?
You said rise. How can the leader rise? The leader don't supposed to be rising. They're supposed to be leading.
Yeah, you're right.
They're supposed to be come get some of this.
Look at here. He should have been leading the charge from everybody because he was already posted as the golden boy of this entire quarterback race, man. He should have been the guy that everybody been looking at, but instead,
he should have set the bar. He should have set the bar. Yeah. Now you can't sit there and tell me that Richardson didn't jump off the screen.
That motherfucker jumped off. You see that run? Oh my god!
He set 2 fucking records. Come on, man.
And then so what you telling me right now that athleticism does not matter. Your quarterback does not have to be the best athlete on the field. That's what you're telling me.
Hold on, here you go.
Yeah, my bad. My daughter was calling.
Yeah, you all right.
Yeah, that's what you're telling me.
What? Say that again, Kendall.
That your quarterback does not have to be the best athlete on the field. Your quarterback does not have to be the guy that's got the quarterback is the guy that's got the ball in his hand at all times. So you don't want your quarterback to be the best athlete on the field.
No, I don't want my quarterback to be the best athlete on the field. Why my quarterback got to be the best athlete on the field?
So therefore we could take Stetson Bennett, we could take Clayton Tune, any of them guys, and go win.
I'm not saying that, but when has the best athlete as a quarterback won a Super Bowl?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. He was a good athlete.
He's not the best athlete on the field.
Patrick
This
Mahomes.
nigga play multiple sports, baseball and football.
But, okay. Okay. In that sense, yes. But I'm talking about when it comes to running the 40.
Well, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're judging. That's what we're judging right now. They didn't have no. That's how we can judge it. The intangibles, like I said, none of these guys have played a lick of NFL football. That's all we can judge. That's why they got the combine. That's what it's for.
But sometimes you can see the guys that are ready to go, man. CJ Stroud is ready to go.
We just seen the nigga ready to go. We just seen him. We say he jumped off the damn screen.
And
so why you talking about? So why y'all talking about Quentin Richardson overtook the number 1 spot?
He did.
Look at here.
CJ shook, man.
I got breaking news for y'all right now. And it just happened right before we went live. Dan Grazio said he's spoken to many people at the combine who believe the Panthers will be aggressive in their efforts to trade up for a quarterback.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they got Anthony Richardson face on it. Now, damn it. How many more signs you need, D? You want to be stubborn. Now, we're trying to lead you into the new world with our new quarterback. Now, I need you to get on.
Josh McCown didn't come here to coach Anthony Richardson. He came to coach CJ Stroud.
How you know who he come here to coach? His ass gonna be coaching AR.
Did you watch his breakdown to CJ Stroud?
I saw it.
He broke down Will Levis as well.
Yeah, he did multiple quarterbacks.
But he spoke very highly of CJ Stroud.
As he should. CJ Stroud was the golden boy, like I said.
And he gonna coach whoever the fuck we pay him to coach. That's who he gonna coach.
CJ Stroud.
Exactly.
He getting that money for a reason.
That's CJ Stroud.
He getting that money.
Y'all wanna put a friendly wage on it?
Let's do it. What you want?
What you got, player?
I got 50. I got 50. We getting CJ. Matter of fact, I got 100. We getting CJ Stroud.
100.
You take that 100. You gonna lose that 100. You gonna lose that 100.
I can almost bet you we ain't getting CJ Stroud.
We ain't getting Stroud.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Let's do it.
That's a bet. You want something?
I'm locked.
There it is. That's what I just said. You want another 100? Let's get it.
You want 100 too, Kendall?
You damn right I want that 100.
All
right. So after we show up and we get a different quarterback, all I want to see is my cash app ringing. Now that's money.
No. It's only Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That ain't what you said.
That ain't what you said now.
It's only Anthony.
Go ahead.
If we get Anthony Richardson, then I owe y'all $100.
You didn't say that.
No, you just said we get. You said we get CJ Stroud. So if we don't get CJ Stroud, you owe us 100.
No.
Play it back.
Anthony Richardson and CJ Stroud. That's it. If we get neither, then
okay, then the bed's off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man,
don't worry.
Hey, you need to give me what you smoking on, brother, because you own something today.
Hey, you can come get some of this jazz black and mild.
Man, shout out to D for just giving me a hunt done just now. I appreciate that, brother. I will spend that shit very nice.
I'm telling y'all now, man. CJ Stroud, the man.
Look at here. These boys won't, and I'm telling you, listen to what Thomas Brown said. They want a guy that can make all the throws, that can be smart in between the chains, but they want a guy that knows how to turn it on and be Superman in the same breath. You got to pay attention to the little drops.
Scott said the same thing. Scott said the same thing.
You didn't see Anthony Richardson. You didn't see Anthony Richardson turn it on not one game this year.
He just learned. Look at here. That staff that he had in Florida was about equivalent. They were the same amount as a high school staff, bro. They were horrible.
It don't matter. If you great, if you great, you can overcome some things.
He had to learn on the fly, brother. He was teaching himself basically.
Man, I mean,
come on now.
I ain't got time for that waiting 2 years. I need my quarterback to hit the ground.
It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter which one you get, which one you gonna get. It's gonna be 2024, 2025 before we start seeing the fruits of this labor. I promise you. Next year we're gonna win.
Somebody getting on our ass.
Next year we're gonna win. Who that?
So Danny Trejo said Kendall and Q been preaching to stay at 9 for a month. Now they want to trade up and get AR. Don't trade the farm, remember?
Danny,
I'm cool.
Trade up.
I'm cool. I'm cool with trading up.
Go to
I'm cool with trading up.
Now we got Levis falling to us. I said if they gonna get Stroud or Richardson, we're gonna have to trade up. If we're gonna get Stroud or Richardson, we got Levis falling to us. We're gonna get a quarterback. I didn't tell nobody that we gotta trade up to get one of these guys. I just said from what they did now in the combine that we would have to trade up to get either one of those guys now. That's what I said, Danny.
Yeah. Shout out to Donald Vaughn. He said we might get Hooker instead. I like Hooker. I'd
rather Hooker than Richardson.
Another thing, if Hooker would have been healthy, Hooker would have been right there in the mix with them boys.
Yeah, he would have. That's facts. That's facts all the way. His numbers don't lie. Hooker has good ass numbers, bro.
But you know what? I'm kind of skeptical when it comes to Hooker because he was in a wide open offense in Tennessee, man. He wasn't making a lot of NFL throws. He was throwing to guys that were wide open, man. That offense was schemed real good in Tennessee.
Well, I mean,
it's just a spread offense. If you got fast ass receivers, they gonna get open.
Bitch get open.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's easy for a quarterback to throw the wide open receivers every time you're throwing the ball.
Shit, I'll take it. I wouldn't be mad at that. Look,
then why in the NFL? That's not gonna happen in the NFL. You're not gonna have wide open wide receivers in the NFL. You got to be able to throw in windows.
You're right. But you got to understand, Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman are two highly touted receivers, man. Those boys are both going between the first and the second round.
I get that, but you might come to a team that ain't got highly touted receivers in the NFL. Now you got to be able to throw them open.
Yeah, well. Look, Hendon Hooker, he might have had a stimulus package over there with the coaching and the receivers he had, but goddamn it, it was a damn good package.
Baby,
his quarterback rating don't lie. He had an 89.5. The nigga can throw.
He can throw, but I'm just skeptical.
You got all kind of things going.
Hooker, I wouldn't be mad.
No, I would than Rich.
Yeah, in the NFL, you got defensive coordinators that scheme against you. In college, it's not so much set up like that because they still teaching these guys. The players are still young.
You don't have the athletes on the college level that you do in the NFL.
Exactly. At every position.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the transition. See, that's why people don't see a lot of. At every position you have a pro player in the NFL.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the jump. It's not a jump. It's a leap.
I agree.
Yep.
But you got to also understand. Look, if you're in the right position or if you're in the right system, you take advantage of that fully. I mean, what everybody else see. Look, if Hendon Hooker was a product of his system, fine. Fuck it. Just cater a system to him like that in the NFL if you decide to get him. Look, this cat right here is a baller. I like him. I'm not taking him over Anthony Richardson, but he's a baller. Anthony Richardson, to me, has ascended to the best quarterback almost in this draft. Behind Bryce Young.
Hell no.
Behind Bryce Young.
From a projection perspective, yeah.
I think it's
DJ
all
looked
smoke,
shook, man.
You heard the same thing with Malik Willis last year.
No,
Where he get drafted?
no,
Malik
no,
Willis was trash.
no.
Yes,
You
it is.
cannot
No.
compare Malik to
Yes.
him.
Yes, you did.
You,
They had
no,
all
you
that hype
can't.
behind Malik
No, you
last year,
can't.
and he fell all the way to the third round.
No, it was said that earlier. I heard the same thing earlier, and I was telling him, no, you can't. No, you cannot. You can't do that. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
you can.
No,
Yeah, you
you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, you can
No,
make it.
Y'all
no.
just
I'm
listening to
tired
the
of
media.
I'm tired of him over making these comparisons to him and Cam Newton, him and Malik Willis. Him, no, he's not. He's neither one of those guys.
You're
No,
right.
he's not.
Yeah.
He ain't. He definitely
tell you
not
that.
Cam.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this right here when it comes to Malik Willis. Yes, he was a great athlete, but he just could not translate because what they were asking him to do, they didn't have a defined offense for this guy. Like,
Yeah.
he couldn't read defenses, and then the breakdown with this guy is he didn't know what the fuck was going on. I mean, and that's why he's sitting still behind old boy up there in Tennessee, and he hasn't even pushed him out of the way because he can't grasp what's going on.
Once again, Q, that's Tennessee. Name me two of Tennessee's receivers.
Nobody.
You can't.
Thank
You
you.
said
That's
two of what?
Tennessee. Tennessee's
two what?
receiver. Tennessee's
Oh.
receiver.
Name
Oh,
the
Jalen
receiver
Hyde
from Tennessee.
and
No.
No, not the college.
NFL.
The NFL team.
NFL.
Oh, NFL. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
They
can't.
got
Non-existent. They like Chicago. And motherfuckers got nerve to talk about Fields. And he don't got no receivers. You know what I'm saying? You got see, you talk about a Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes got the best tight end in the NFL that he throwing to. Sure-handed throwing to. Same thing with Cam Newton, with Greg. When Greg Olsen came there, his numbers went up because Greg Olsen can actually fucking catch. You understand what I'm saying? When you throw the ball into those windows D was just talking about, this guy can grab it with his hands, not his body. You understand what I'm saying? He had Tyreek Hill. You got to put talent around talent.
Yeah, but he won the Super Bowl with less talent this year. That's
Exactly.
Not really, because you gave him a running back now. You took Tyreek and you gave him a running back and an offensive line.
He had Juju.
Man, he didn't have not one
run
number
as fast
one
as
receiver
Juju.
on that team this year.
I'm 50.
Not
I run
one.
as fast as Juju.
Did they end up? Did they beef up the offensive line?
Yes.
That's same old line they had last year.
No, it ain't. No, it
I
ain't.
got rid of some people.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
And the guy that they drafted last year in the 7th round, that guy became almost an all-pro.
Sure enough there.
That's what I'm saying. That was the same line they had from last year.
Yeah,
and
but
like Danny said, you can't forget Andy Reid is a fucking genius. Y'all can't.
Exactly.
You can't.
Come
That's
on,
a once in a generational coach, bro. That's like having Belichick on your team. He's just that smart.
Yeah, but I think what it is a once in a generation player playing with a
talent around
coach.
talent.
Because
Exactly.
remember,
Talent around talent.
He didn't look this good with McNabb.
My man Joseph Darby said, draft
Wiley.
Hooker at 9, build a team around him, and use all our draft picks.
Wiley McNabb wasn't no bum now. We can't call McNabb no bum.
No, he wasn't no bum, but he wasn't.
And then what did McNabb do when you did what? Insert Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens, what they do?
With
Andy Reid.
He took off. He took
got
off,
to put talent around talent.
Yeah, but also you got a different guy in the.
How many times we see these good quarterbacks and these punk ass wide receivers dropping balls and shit? Look at Aaron Rodgers. This year right here.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
He can't throw the ball to himself and catch the motherfucker. That's what you just can't say. Oh, give me a quarterback. The quarterback's supposed to elevate the wide receiver, but the boy still got the catch, man.
True. But think about it like this. He had what? He had Juju. After Juju,
he had the one guy they won Super Bowl with, the third guy. That guy wouldn't even start no more. I mean, he wouldn't come in. He wasn't the third guy no more. He was like fourth or fifth guy, and the rookies took his place. So I'm just saying the talent was way less this year. In case,
But then see, you put Andy's scheme together. Andy had them boys crossing and doing and blocking and all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah.
If you could take a wide receiver, if you could take a Juju and you could put him out there like a decoy and he blocked and you ask him to block. Look at Robbie. Robbie didn't even want to block. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? All kind of shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So your receiver got to go out there and be willing to block and I'll be a decoy sometimes. Those boys everybody bought in.
Yep,
and became
right.
decoys and blockers and Travis Kelce can catch that motherfucker up the zip line if he wants.
So you basically saying they were playing a Steve Smith role.
Scheme. That's all it is, scheming.
Yeah. And have willing blockers though at receiver.
That's it. Scheme a motherfucker open. Then they had, like I said, with the rookie there, you form the running game. He come from out of nowhere. Back them linebackers
out
up.
Of nowhere. Yeah, it was out of nowhere.
So fellas, we got a lot of people in the chat asking about the tight end position, what y'all want to do there, and also I see a lot of people asking about, do we trade up from here, man? What do y'all fellas think on those two things, man? Tight end room, and then are we going to trade up to possibly try to get a quarterback?
That tight end room deep. That draft class for the tight ends is deep.
Yeah, don't you ain't got to reach at all for a tight end.
No.
Tell them don't worry about a tight end.
Yeah, you ain't got to
reach. You ain't got to reach at all for a tight end.
My favorite tight end is Dalton Kincaid, but Darnell Washington.
Yes, sir.
Darnell Washington yesterday.
Darnell Washington opened my eyes.
Musgrave looked good yesterday. What's that other white boy that I said remind me of?
Tucker Craft would look good too.
Remind you who?
Him. He remind me of Travis Kelce.
Michael Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Mayer? It might have been Mayer. It might have been Mayer. Yeah, Mayer. Mayer remind me, and he said he look at Kelce and Kittles all the time.
What?
These guys are off the chart, man.
But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't be mad. If me really, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan of taking tight ends in the first round, but this guy ain't coming out this year. You know what I'm saying? We could get a tight end in free agency. Give me Brock Browers next year. Brock Browers next year. I'll wait till Brock come out, and I'll take Brock in the first round. I ain't gonna lie, and because I'm not a fan of driving tight ends in the first round. But give me Brock.
Well, we ain't got to get one in the first round. We ain't got to go get one in the first round.
Well, we'll have a first round pick next year because we might trade up and try to get one of these guys. So
you're right. Yeah, ain't no might. We trading up.
Yeah, we trading up. We're gonna lose.
Ain't no might about it.
Look at everybody want to trade up now. Everybody want to trade up.
Here we go.
No, it ain't no want. It just said in order to get one of the quarterbacks, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we got to trade up. We going up.
Have to go to one, but we have to go somewhere.
I think we're gonna have to get to 3. We're gonna have to trade 3 with Arizona. I don't see us going to 1, and we definitely ain't going to 2.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
You got to. I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna trade up, you at least got to go to 5, and 5 or 3 is where you got to go.
3. We got to get to 3.
You got to go to 5 or 3. And what do you have to give up to get to 3? What do you got to give up to get to 5?
Yeah, you got to weigh that shit out.
Yeah, that's
you
gonna be
definitely
interesting.
do. Because if you're talking three potential first round picks or so, and then maybe a couple of picks or 2.
That's to get the 1. That's to get the 1. 1 with going to 3, we ain't gonna have to give up 3 first round picks.
Think about it like this.
Haywood, what's going on, boy? Hollywood.
Hey, Arizona. What was it? It's their player development guys now on the staff.
Exactly.
So we know what Arizona wants because he's coming directly from Arizona. So we should have the inside track on what they want and be able to give them something, or at least have hopefully left with good relationships. So we can talk to them.
Well, Arizona probably gonna pick defense. Arizona probably gonna go defense because they have no other choice. They got their quarterback because they just paid him big money.
Yeah.
So they ain't drafting no quarterback.
That's
They
why
going
we
defense.
we could get the 3 and Tyree Wilson could fall to 9 and Arizona can still get Tyree Wilson.
I think they
Correct.
want Jalen Carter though.
Jalen
And
Carter
Ooh, that'd be
probably
a
Jalen,
gonna
steal.
slide. He could get they could get Jalen Carter at 9 because he probably gonna slide a
yeah,
little bit.
you say probably, but see, this boy so man, this boy so good,
Detroit,
man.
they
I'ma
might
tell
kick
you,
his ass.
Yeah,
if
he's a
Jalen,
monster.
I
That dude's
don't
a
think
monster.
you gotta look at it like this here, D. You gotta look at it like this here. If Arizona trades with us and they want Jalen Carter, they're not gonna trade with us because Pete Carroll not gonna let Jalen Carter go by his face, or the Detroit Lions gonna let Jalen Carter go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
not. He ain't gonna pass them boys.
So y'all don't think he gonna slide with this stuff he got pending?
Mm-mm.
See, it's hard for us right now at 9 to get a trade partner. That's what y'all got to understand.
That's true. You saying the truth there.
Mm-hmm. And it ain't like
It's gonna be
Atlanta's
hard for us
gonna
to get a trade
move
partner.
over.
And Atlanta ain't gonna trade with us.
They ain't moving over for us. The Colts need a
we-
quarterback their damn self. So all we got is 3 and 5, bro. That's all we got.
And we're not getting it from Vegas because Vegas is our competition. That's what we got to get ahead of.
Yeah.
well, we could get
True.
the 1. We could get the 1, but we gonna have to give up a lot.
Then you're gonna have
I
to
think
give
that's
up. Now
one of the.
that's what I'm talking about, the farm right there.
Yeah, you
See,
gonna
that's
sell
what I'm talking
yourself
about, the
down the
farm.
river.
Yes, sir.
Well, I seen something. I seen something this morning on Facebook said for us to get the 1, we're gonna have to give a 2024 and 2025 first round pick and one of our second round picks this year. And that ain't
It's
a
gonna
lot.
be. It's gonna be more than
I
one.
get it.
It's gonna. I bet you it's gonna be more than one. I wouldn't give it up for that. I wouldn't.
For your
Shit.
quarterback. So for
For what I
Patrick
just saw,
Mahomes, you wouldn't
for
get
one
that
of
up.
them quarterbacks, you would.
I
I
wouldn't. If
would.
I'm sure, you got to put yourself in Chicago's shoe, not our shoes. In our shoes, that look good.
Would y'all be good with? Because I've been thinking about this right here. You know what I'm saying? Especially since Jalen Carter got that baggage now. You know what I'm saying? Would y'all be cool with throwing in Derek Brown?
No, hell no.
No, hell no. That's our defensive
But the reason why I say
No.
look, the reason why I say that is because due to the fact we moving to a 3-4. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We don't know if Derek
You
Brown.
need it. You got to have him. You got to have him.
Both of them.
I get that. I get that. But Derek Brown, I don't know if Derek Brown is big enough to play that one that zero technique.
He's not gonna play it. He's not gonna. He's
That's
not
why
gonna
he played
play that.
defensive end. He played
Yeah.
3, 4 defensive ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they can move him around in this scheme and make sure that he get.
Yeah.
Look, they gonna go and hit that draft, and they're gonna get one of them nose tackles, or they're gonna get one
Oh,
of
they
them
have
edge
to.
rushers, and they're gonna move him around to make sure that one. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: Brian Burns is not gonna be on that line in the ground. They're gonna have that
No.
boy up like he.
No, he a
Von
rusher.
Miller.
He's gonna be
They
a
gonna
rush
have him
in.
up. Yeah, he's gonna be a rush in off the side. So that means they're gonna have to revamp that 3, the whole 3 that we talking about for the 3-4. They're gonna have to revamp that entire front. So I expect Derek Brown to be on the edge a little bit more.
Well, yeah. He'll play in. He'll play the he'll play a 1 or 2 in the 3-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's one of them things, man. You already know. I like
I've been looking. Yeah.
Go ahead, Wally.
Yeah, I was looking at Pittsburgh when you say look at the 3-4. If you look at Pittsburgh when they had Paula, what's his name?
Troy Polamalu.
Dude. Yeah, when they had
Troy Polamalu.
Dude, if we put Chin in that role, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because he has the athleticism, he has the instinct. He just don't, and his ball hawking skills don't have to be that good. Because Troy just was able to roam and do what he needed to do.
Yeah. He roamed and played downhill.
Well, yeah, that's what Chin role gonna be. That's what his role gonna be.
Then we could, then we can raise some. We can have some have it then. But then we're gonna need an outstanding free safety though, because that motherfucker gonna be by himself.
Yeah. We
They
gotta find
they had us drafting. Yeah, they had us drafting another cornerback with one of those second rounders because we got enough linebackers and hybrid guys, on the team right now that can stand up and play the middle of that field. But we need another linebacker, or we need another defensive tackle. We got to have another defensive tackle a big heavy one.
Well,
Mhm.
I think it's a nose guard, not a defensive tackle.
Well. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? As long as a big heavy cog in that middle, you know what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
he's got to be able to play a 2 and a 1 technique.
yeah.
Hey, I really think in this draft we're gonna probably get a nose tackle and then another edge rusher. I see that because Evero gonna have to get some of these young pieces in here to be
He's
able
got
to,
to.
to be able to run that 3-4. Because look, you can go with the linebacker personnel that we got right now and say, okay, you can
Hmm.
plug those guys in, but you're gonna have to add another guy in there. And like I told y'all before, look, I've been ranting and raving about Jack Campbell for a reason. He been
Nah, man.
training in the off season with a
Well,
particular linebacker that everybody know in Carolina.
Give me
He been
Sanders.
training. He been training with Luke Kuechly, but Sanders is a beast. Look,
That
I'll
he
take
can play,
either one.
and Sanders can play both middle and also rush.
Sanders is a stand-up guy. I like Sanders, bro. I really do. But him or Jack Campbell, any one of those guys, like I said, Jack Campbell just been training with Luke Kuechly this whole off season. What do you
Yeah,
think? He gonna show improvement coming in on this field next year. He gonna show
that's
it,
true.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
true. And Luke is there so he can mentor him. Wouldn't be a bad pick.
Look, of all the players he decided to pick up Jack Campbell. Why would he do that? Unless he see himself one either being around this guy a lot, potentially he already know the Carolina Panthers probably interested in him. They gonna make this happen.
Oh yeah, and that'd be a way to bring Luke into the coach and yeah.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. He just didn't want to deal with that foolishness that was going on around there
No one
with the
did.
last staff. Yeah.
No one did. That dude was a straight idiot.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
all that
man. So
was.
look, I'll take it to any way we can get it, any way to improve this team, take this thing to the next level. I'm with it, man. Because make no mistake about it,
I do.
the Panthers are the next up and coming superpower that's going to be in the NFC. Watch what I say on this one. We're going to be the next up and coming superpower, bro. Because if we build this defense elitely like how we looking at it, you get a quarterback, whether it's Stroud or Richardson back there behind him with this offensive line, DJ Moore, and then you get another weapon. I still not sold on Plastic Man. I'm just not. I'm just not.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
I'm not
Well,
sold on that plastic knee motherfucker. I'm not.
yeah, but you got to think about it like this. You can get a serviceable receiver for 1 year. We can always get somebody the following year because everybody keep talking about all these free agencies. Free agents, we can get them looking at the money. I'm like, we can talk, but the money don't say you can get it until the next year, the following year. So that's why it's important to take this draft and do it as best you can, because next year's draft you can blow the wad because you have the money in free agency.
Well, Wiley, I said it like this right here. If I took this year's draft and just I was kind of there where and just stayed where everything fell, and I plugged holes. The way this draft is loaded, this draft is loaded. You got kids coming out of this draft that stayed an extra year and homed in on their craft because of COVID. Okay, a lot of these guys that's coming out this year, that's why you're looking at, dog, man, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this guy. Because all of them are NFL ready now. You know what I'm saying? They might not be certified. Yeah, they're more mature. They're NFL ready. They ain't certified, but they're NFL ready. You give them a year, they're going to blossom. Usually, okay, so it took Derek Brown, you see what I'm saying, 3 years to start blossoming. Then it's like, oh, hell, look out now. You see what I'm saying? These guys are going to do, you're going to say that about these guys by the end of this year. You see what I'm saying? Going into next year, all these guys in this draft right here, man, I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. It's going to be a problem. You can see it.
Shout out
the first
to
day of the
Palmetto
combine,
Money.
bro.
Shout out to Palmetto Money. He said, we got Big McCall in the middle, man. So that's always a good backup.
It's is. He's gonna be a good. Him and Bravion Roy are gonna be. All of them gonna be. But they don't. Did they jump off the page this year? You understand what I'm saying?
McCall could actually be the starting zero technique for us. To be honest with you,
if you have to,
you have to. Though. There you go, Wiley. If you have to.
Yeah, I want a monster in the middle, because if you have a monster in the middle, that means Derek Brown is either one-on-one, right?
He gets the wrong.
Yeah, He get the
And
then he can raise
Well,
that.
well. See, in the 3-4, you know what I'm saying? You down D linemen. That ain't really their responsibility to roam. If they're able to, because most of them
what
are
I mean,
that.
what I mean, Rome, they're gonna play gaps anyway, Mike. Yeah, I mean, I call you Mike. They gonna play gap anyway. They gonna gap control in a 3-4.
Yeah,
You see
exactly.
what
You
I'm
know what
saying?
I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know, they basically there to create double teams so them linebackers can roam.
exactly,
But
exactly.
Derek Brown is also a good penetrator. So if he's
Yeah,
1-on-1, he can slip in the backfield.
Yeah,
All I'm
that's
saying
what
is,
I mean. Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I mean by roaming. You see what I'm saying? Because see,
yeah,
like I said, he can spray, he can hit gap. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can go head up. He can go gap. He can go outside. See what I'm saying? He can roam a little bit more. It frees
yeah,
him up when
mm-hmm.
you got that. If you got that big 330 sitting in there, you know what I'm saying? Just he's a problem for them two guards in that center.
Oh yeah. Now you got a
You got
problem.
mismatch.
yeah,
Yeah, you got mismatch all up and down the field.
yeah.
They
So
got to
yeah,
account for him first at the line of scrimmage. They got to account for
McCall
him
can give him
first
a
at the line of
breather.
scrimmage.
Yeah, McCall can give him a breather. McCall's not a bad player. It's just you
No,
want
he's
a
not.
monster. Yeah, but
That
you
that.
want a monster.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how do we know McCall ain't a monster? Because when the times that he played, he was disrupting.
But he wasn't full
He,
service though. That monster. Why they talking about that monster? That monster is a 4 down lineman.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean we definitely gonna need another zero technique. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the key to the 3-4, and I was looking at who was that? The old Pittsburgh coach, Cower, and they were going through it. The key for the 3-4 is a monster in the middle, a Roman safety, and an outstanding linebacker. You got those three, you can make the rest
Hmm.
work.
Yeah. Well, you need something coming off that edge too.
Yeah, yeah. Outside linebacker. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And we got Burns. We got Burns. We
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
Luvu.
yeah,
We
yeah,
got that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We just need
Yeah.
we need a middle linebacker to go there with Smith or with Shaq, one of the two.
Yeah.
Because Shaq is going to be gone in 2 years.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I'm saying we need to
That's
replace
what I was
him.
going to say. I don't know. Shaq, I think Shaq out of here.
Nah, he's going to be here because of money, but that's only for another year or so.
I don't think I mean, we can save so much money by getting rid of him. So I don't think
Now,
he's gonna be here.
it's dead cap. You'll pay more to another player coming
No,
than you do
but we
what you
gon'
owe Shaq.
but if we cut him, we'll save $13 million on the cap this year. We need that,
Yeah, but you're giving up 11.
huh?
You're losing 11. 11 is dead money.
Yeah,
Now, if you,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah.
if you extend him, right? You extend him, right? What you can do is you can put that in future year. Then
But I don't.
next year his dead cap is lower. You can cut him if you want to, because it'll be around $5 million.
Hmm.
But you have a player though for a whole year, and you don't have to sign another guy. I'm saying he's good enough for another year.
Yeah, I said no. I'm not even saying he ain't good enough. It's just with his price tag, man. You know, he counting $24 million against the cap this year. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but you can move that to next year. You can move that around
We,
so that
we
the
can't,
dead
but we can't restructure. We already restructured him twice.
no.
I don't think we
You
can restructure him no
Yeah,
more.
you can't
you
restructure him
extend
no
him.
more. You got to
We can't
extend
restructure
him.
him no more. We
You
got
got to
to extend
extend
him.
him.
We got to
Yeah,
extend
you
him.
got to
Yeah.
extend him.
Yeah, and when you extend him, you could change the way the money falls. So then
Hmm.
that way, next year when I looked at it, the dead cap is way less. It's like between 5
Yeah,
and 7 dead
Yeah.
cap. So
yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And plus you have more money next year. So
And
that's
see,
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
that's what they're gonna do, because it makes financial sense, and it moves the money, and it allows them, you know what I'm saying, to have more against the cap this year. You see what I'm saying? This year. That's what they worried about this year.
Yeah.
hmm
So they can get the right personnel in for this 3-4.
Yeah.
And remember they got to sign Brian Burns still. And the next year
Hmm.
comes up is Chen and also Brown. So they need the
And
money next year.
and then see with Brian Burns' contract, y'all don't know. See, he's 24. You could get him all his money on the front end or the back end.
hmm
If
All
you
the
say
back
if
end.
you
Yeah.
see you
I
can
think.
go
Now
either
they'll
way.
probably backload. They'll probably backload at least for
Well,
this
see,
year.
then see, well then
They'll
that's a
backload
problem.
his contract.
That leads into a problem too. If you backload his contract, you see what I'm saying? Who to say he just falls off
He
at
ain't
Yeah.
falling off. I don't see
28?
him
You see what
falling
I'm
off.
saying? Now you got to offload him with this big ass contract that's backloaded. You see what I'm saying? If you bet
He
on him
go.
now and front load it, If you want to come off of them, it's easier in 3 years
Right.
to come off of it.
And plus, you have money. You have money the next couple of years. It makes
Exactly.
more financial sense because if you try to play. Plus, also, what you got to do is you have all those draft picks. So if we trust the coach, we trust
The
the
finance
GM,
guy. Yeah.
then
The
we should be
GM.
fine.
Mhm.
I didn't trust the guys in the past, but I trust
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm really not too concerned about the salary cap. I know they gonna make it work, so I ain't too.
They're gonna make
concerned
that
about
work.
it.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
ain't
I
nothing
ain't too concerned about it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Palmetto Money. He said, "What's y'all take on free agency after we seen the quarterbacks who I believe are going to get traded up? Do y'all see Ramsey, Wagner, Schultz, or Woods, D Hop as any options that could come here?"
D Hop, no. Woods, no. Maybe they could do something with Ramsey, but I don't even see that happening because it costs too much. But
Exactly. That's the problem. It's the
yeah, it costs too
because
much.
Well,
if you
and
sign
then once
Ramsey, you
again,
can't sign Burns.
once again, what
Mhm.
are the Rams willing to do? Are the Rams willing to take some of that money to
No,
get picked? They ain't got no picks.
they
See
ain't
what
got
I'm
no
saying?
money
Kyle
neither.
Baker.
The Rams is trying to get low on the
That's that.
books, and they trying to build a
And
team.
get picked. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think the Rams are gonna take any of that salary. They're trying to get rid of them.
Hmm.
But
I
if we
thought
give
you were
them some
trying to.
draft picks, maybe they'll trade that.
Depends. Yeah. Now, if we give them a high draft pick, yeah, they'll do it. We would have to give them a high draft pick for them to take some of that contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot for Ramsey though. I like Ramsey. Don't get me wrong. He's 27. I think he's 27 or 28. He's still in
28.
his prime. But
Yeah.
that guy could imagine him and JC on both sides of the field.
That's
shit would be scary.
that's
Hey,
that's
that'd be ugly.
problem. Nah, that's problem.
That shit is scary, bro. I just gotta imagine it for 1 minute, man. That shit would be nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
problem.
Most likely we're gonna get Bradbury back.
Nah,
Well,
he gonna cost too much too. He costs too much
it
too.
depends. It
I don't
depends on
know.
what. See, he's a free agent. I
Yeah,
mean, it
he's
won't
a
cost
free
him. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
But
I mean, it's up
but
to him.
he gonna at least want he gonna want at least 14, 15 a year.
No, not after he
He ain't
fucked
gonna
that
get that.
Super Bowl up.
That,
No,
ain't
sir.
gonna
but
give him that.
yeah, that one play, that's one play, man. He had a good year.
Okay.
He had a
All
good
right.
year. He trust me. He want to get paid. He still want to get paid because I mean
Yes.
he's still in the top 10. I think they got him like rated number 9 free agent. He's like the number 9 free agent. So yeah, he still want that bag now. He ain't coming for cheap.
No, he coming for cheap, but he's better. He's at the price range that we can afford.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe so. If I'm gonna pay Bradbury that money, I might as well give it to Jalen Ramsey.
But you ain't gonna.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, you're not gonna be paying Bradbury Ramsey money. That ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna be too far off.
You talking about
Okay.
a $3 million difference? Because I think Rams getting what 17 a year right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's come in around 12. I think come around 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
See
there.
if that cap could restructure.
I think his
coming
numbers.
in.
Yeah. I think his numbers will get right to come back to Carolina.
Now he be in a winning situation instead of before.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't leave in a bad
So
place.
he didn't want to leave.
No.
From
He
my
was forced.
understanding.
Get him, man.
Yeah, well, he wanted to get paid. Shit, he wanted to get paid.
No.
He didn't care. He wanted to get paid.
It will get him in a hurry. The deal was on the table. That it was a Josh Norman situation. The same guy that he came to replace.
No, I don't think we just we weren't willing to pay him.
Exactly.
My
We
man,
weren't willing to pay
Creekside.
Josh.
Shout out to Creekside ENT. He said get Christopher Gonzalez at you wanted that at pick number 9? Oh,
He seen
man.
Tankathon.
Yeah,
That's the cornerback from
from
Oregon.
Oregon. That's the cornerback from Oregon. He nice,
he
but
nice.
we not taking no cornerback first round.
Not over no
They
damn
got us taking
quarterback.
we ain't taking it. They got us taking a cornerback now with one of them seconds.
And the cornerback class, the cornerbacks are deep too.
Mhm.
They deep, but you got in mock drafts right now. You got like 9 of them coming off in the first round.
But
I
we
don't
can
think
wait and get a
nine not
corner.
going to the first round.
No,
We
no,
can
I
wait
don't
and
think
get that
so.
in the fifth round or so. I mean, because you got that boy from TCU sitting right there, that Tre'Davious, whatever his name was. He could be, because they lost the championship game. His ass is gonna be sitting right there in the fourth round, fifth round, bro.
You talking about the
It's so
receiver?
That cornerback. I say
Oh.
we can get that later. That's something we can get later.
and then but this is the thing, Q.
What's
Everything
up?
is predicated on what we do in free agency in the next week.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have a better idea once free agency hit. You'll have a better
You go,
idea what we're gonna do.
you're gonna have a better idea what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you definitely will.
Especially the way, and then we got if you look at it, if you look at the way the contract, if you sign anybody for say a 1 year deal, okay, then you're gonna get a draft and you're gonna go get that other his replacement. But 2 and 3 year deals in free agency, we banking on this guy to be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice if we can find a veteran safety that played in the 3-4. Excuse me, 3-4.
Well, Kareem,
Good cover guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if we might bring in Kareem Jackson on a 1 year deal.
Where he's from?
He'd been in Houston. He was in Denver, I think, last year. Kareem Jackson.
Yeah,
That may work because he knows.
old.
He knows.
He old,
Yeah.
he old, but he know the system too. He's still good. He can still play.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he's a free safety, not strong safety.
Yeah,
Free safety.
Kareem is free safety.
So
That's good.
what does that
What
mean
year?
for Jeremy Chin this year? Like, what do y'all see him at? Like,
That
Oh, he gonna
Palomalu role, that Rover.
Yeah,
Roman,
Yeah.
yeah,
That Joker role.
yeah. I want her. Yep, that joke. There you go.
yeah,
He will be that joke.
unleash his ass.
Wow. So if we get this happening, and Jeremy Chin go out to have a Pro Bowl caliber year, and you look at this defense and it shoots to elite status, where does that leave us to go from here on up? Because that means we basically solidified the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. At that point, this team has made it through a full rebuild. If you think about it,
It'd be time. Next year, just putting a little tweaks there, saddle up the car, let's get it.
It's like I told you earlier.
Mhm.
Like I told you earlier, Jeremy Chin had his own coach his rookie year, and he liked to be
Mhm.
defensive rookie of the year.
He
And
should've been.
what were we playing? A 3-4.
Well, we playing a 3-3, 3-3-5.
Well,
Yeah,
we were
3-3-5,
trying to
yeah, 3-3-5.
but our base was a 3-4 because we were trying to transition in. That was Ron last year, and we were trying to transition into that then.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
What's called first year?
That,
Well, when
that,
Chin-
that
when
Rule
Chin
first
came-
year. Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that
Rule
rule
first
first.
year.
That okay. Well, still,
Yeah.
the one we was in was more of that
3-3-5.
nickel hybrid. Yeah, was still that nickel hybrid, almost the same thing.
Yeah, they let him roam.
Yeah,
let him roam.
he was roaming. He was roaming his rookie year.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he didn't come in with Ron. He came in with that all defensive pick. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
That all defense pick. But that's the role he played. He dropped down in the box. He was playing linebacker. He was closer to the line. That's what everybody said. Put him closer to the line. Put him closer to the line. But he's too small to be a linebacker. Every play linebacker.
yes, sir.
That's why you need that 300-pounder in that nose. So that
Yeah.
way everybody.
That's
you
important.
You put a 350 at the nose, 300-pounders on the left and right of defensive end. Let everybody else eat. Let everybody else eat.
Yep.
Boy. And imagine having a middle linebacker that can just get from A to B, bro. This whole team is gonna go up, bro. I'm telling you. I'm so excited that it don't make no sense, man. This is what I've been wanting to see. The step forward. We never saw none of this shit under Matt Rule. None of it.
Nope. Had no hope.
None.
What say, Wiley? No hope.
No hope.
No hope.
No
No
hope.
hope.
No hope at all. This man
Terminal
played in less
cancer.
than 3 weeks. 3 weeks has
Terminal
already
cancer.
shown us. Oh, here we go. Here we
We cut
go.
that cancer out, though.
Terminal
We cut that cancer out.
cancer.
Here
We
we
cut
go.
that cancer out.
No hope.
You can see the vision right now. It's clear as day. You know what direction we headed in. But under Matt Rule, I didn't know what the fuck we were doing. I mean,
didn't know
it was clear.
Well, he didn't know what he was doing. How you gonna know what we doing? He didn't know what he was doing.
You
Say
right
it
about
again.
that.
Say that again.
Lord have mercy. This don't make no sense, man. Look,
Oh,
I'm so excited for this season, man, just because we're getting ready to kick it off to the draft. And then after the draft, we got training camps and all that. I'm curious to see what direction we head in at pick number 9. I'm loving. Look, I feel like no matter what we get, I'm going to be happy with that pick because I trust Frank Wright.
yeah.
I trust him. I trust him not to fuck this up. I really do. I don't see him being a jackass.
That's right. That's why we drafted C.J. Stroud.
There you go with that. If you're a smart coach and want to keep your job, you better go get AR-15.
No, if you want to lose your job, you go get AR-15.
But all seriousness aside, though, I'll take C.J. Stroud if we get him, man. Him or AR to me is one of those guys that would take this franchise to the next level, man. I just want to see us get out of this funk that we've been in with this quarterback play. It's been hard. Like, it hurt me to watch the Super Bowl, to watch other fucking teams have competent offensive play. And I sit back and look at us, and we got Sam Darnold, and we got motherfucking PJ. We got these motherfuckers. You don't know what they're going to do from snap to snap.
Yeah, but you know, think about it. Everybody keep killing Sam. But Sam never had a good coaching staff.
Come on, Wiley.
When did he have a good coaching staff?
Come on, Wiley. Come on now. Damn, I reckon. Why do y'all keep giving this? Damn. Why y'all keep giving this motherfucker excuse? What's wrong? What's with it? Is he paying niggas? What's his deal?
No.
Every time they turn around,
we've been so quarterback delusional, boy. These motherfuckers is
No. Slow
they
down.
accept anything.
Slow down. So when I went back and looked at his actual draft process, and I looked at, man, Sam was throwing bombs better than he was throwing bombs out there. I'm just saying, the guy ain't played that much. In high school, he played 1 year quarterback. Then he played 2 years, 2 years of high school and 2 years of college. Then he went to the Jets. Come on, man, that shit was horrible. And then Matt Rule. This is nowhere. He looked kind of good when he played with Wilkes. I'm just saying,
he looked kind of good.
He looked better than Levis.
Hey, you know how they say.
Levis ain't made it to the league yet.
No, he looked better than Levis, arm talent wise in college, and also.
But he had some talent at USC when he was there too.
You know what? It don't matter. Like they say, look like Tarzan, play like James. And that's why he play like a bitch, man. He ain't got no killer instinct behind him.
None whatsoever. He got no dog. He got no dog.
He got no dog in him.
No dog
nowhere.
I agree with that.
None.
Watch this.
That's his problem.
Yeah. That's what scared me yesterday looking at CJ. CJ instead of he looked like boy took it like he took his heart.
Like,
this is my show. My show. Hey, this is my show.
He was a little inferior now. He was a little bit.
What are you talking? The man performed. Did you hear the commentators raving at them throws he was making? All he did was rise to the occasion. What you mean? And he was calm about it. He was calm.
He did his job, D. But at the end of the day,
what he was supposed to do.
When you got another motherfucker that command the room as soon as he walk in, you can't help but to just stop and look at that motherfucker, man. That's what he was doing. He couldn't help it.
Exactly.
He couldn't help it.
He said the man is here.
That nigga had him caught up like Rick James did with Charlie Murphy.
He was mad because they was even they had the nerve to even compare him to him. You heard what CJ said? Like, I've been the best college player the last 2 years. What you mean he ain't had no confidence? Are you crazy?
Look.
He may have said that, but when they were throwing out there, you didn't see the look on his face. I did when
they was throwing out there. I seen CJ making pinpoint passes. That's what I saw.
No, you didn't.
You
didn't. No, you
didn't. He had one bad throw.
He had
one bad throw.
No,
he had one bad throw.
You better go back.
He had one bad throw.
You better go back. And I ain't talking shit about it. All of them had bad throws.
Look, I woke up this morning watching the reruns from yesterday. I watched it live yesterday, and I woke up this morning watching the reruns from yesterday. I'm watching the O-line and running backs right now. I seen it. He only had one bad throw. That's it. Yeah, one
All
bad.
of,
You better go. You better go look at all them bad corner routes. Richardson was throwing yesterday. Them shits was terrible.
But he wasn't supposed to be the man. He's supposed to be the project.
yeah, he
Yeah, he
wasn't even
was.
supposed to be on that
They
level
said,
at
yeah, he
all.
was. They said he was gonna come to the damn combine and light it up. They've been talking about that. They've been
From
talking about that all week for the past
yeah,
couple weeks.
but they were
Well,
talking about
at the end of the day, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He did. He did
I
what he
don't
was
give a,
supposed to
He
I
do.
don't
did
give
what
a
he was
damn
supposed to
about my
do.
quarterback running a
He did what
4-4.
he was
A
supposed to do.
4-4 don't mean shit at quarterback. I don't give a damn about a quarterback jumping 40 inches. That don't
You
help
said
you
That
make
shows
a
quarterback
that
running a
pass.
shows his
4.4.
athletic
That
ability.
means
That
shit.
shows
That
that
don't
shows his intangibles. That shows
don't
his
show
intangibles
nothing.
right there.
That
His
don't show
his
It don't
nothing.
show.
ability to
Okay.
break away from anybody at any given time. That's what that shows.
Tom Brady ran a damn 5.2. I don't care about no quarterback running a 40.
And
Y'all
who
talking
Tom
about
Brady
here?
gonna run from?
Hey, dude.
Whoever Tom Brady ain't never run from
He
nobody.
ain't have to. He ain't have to.
You talking about
Why you?
one
He didn't have
unicorn.
to.
One
I don't care
unicorn
about
that
my
had
quarterback.
the
As
arm.
long as my quarterback is mobile, I don't want a
Okay.
statue like Brady. But as
D
long as my
D
quarterback can move like a Patrick Mahomes, that's all
D.
you need.
Check this out,
You
D.
don't need
Check
a
this
running
out,
back
D.
at quarterback.
Check this out. I know Tom Brady 40-some years old, right?
Mhm.
But this year, when all his linemen went down in training camp, where did Tom Brady end up at?
So what?
On the couch. I answer that for
That
you.
would have that's any
On the
quarterback though. I
couch.
don't care who you is. I
But
don't care.
but what I'm saying, no, if Lamar ain't had no line, all them athletic quarterbacks that don't have a line, they're able to improvise
What you
and
mean
make something
Lamar
Mhm.
happen
got
when
us
they
line? What you mean
make
Lamar
something
ain't
happen
had no
when they feet.
line?
You see what I'm saying?
Lamar
What the
Jackson
game is
got one
coming
of the
to.
best lines in the league. What
If
you talking about?
if
Hold on a
Brady
second.
was a little bit, that's country coming out. A little bit,
Yeah.
able to move.
Man,
He'd have did a lot more. He'd have
even
did a
with
lot
Tom
more.
Brady, it was a few years Tom Brady didn't have O line, but he still was getting
That's
that
how.
ball out in 2
That's the
seconds.
reason why. That's the reason why we beat him in Bank of America, cause he can't move.
It don't matter, but
Mhm.
how many Super Bowls he got?
I understand that,
Oh, come
but I'm
on.
just saying. You just
He
said
barely.
about the statue quarterback. You just said Brady didn't have to move. Yes, you do today. You better move today. Did you see
Yeah,
the? Did you
you
see
gotta move
Thursday?
today.
Did you see
But
the way them boys
listen to
come
what I'm
around that
saying. Yeah,
edge?
I want my quarterback to be able to maneuver in the pocket and be able to get away, but I don't need my quarterback being a track star. I don't need a
I
quarterback
get
that's a
you.
track star. I don't name a quarterback that's won a Super Bowl that's a track star. No, you can't name one. I don't care
Okay.
about a track
Okay.
star quarterback. As long as my
Okay.
quarterback
Not
can run
not
4.7, 4.8, you can
you
run
ain't did it
4.7,
yet.
4.8.
You
You got
know
enough
why they
speed
ain't
to be
did it
able to get
yet.
away. Huh?
I can't name it yet, but it's
It's
coming.
coming.
I
It's
No,
can
coming.
no, it
bet you
ain't.
that it's coming.
No, it
I
ain't.
It's
bet you. I bet you
Once you
it's.
get to the playoffs, if you
Hey,
can't win from the
because
pocket,
I'm gonna tell
you
you this
not
here.
winning.
Okay.
Two plays this year right here. You'd have had a mobile quarterback, a so-called mobile quarterback, somebody they want to deem a mobile quarterback
But
Mhm.
that would have
but
been
Jalen
hosting
Hurts not
that
a track
Lobotomy.
star though. Jalen Hurts not a track
So
star.
see, they go back now. Now
He's
Jalen
4.6,
Hurts can throw.
4.7.
Now
He's
Jalen
not a
Hurts
track
can throw.
star.
You see what I'm saying?
Before y'all
Now
He
say
can
he
Jalen Hurts
couldn't
run,
can
but he
throw.
ain't
throw.
a track star. He can
Now,
run, but he's not a track star.
Mm.
they got to get it right. You see how they want to do the narrative, Wiley. You see how they want to do
Man,
the narrative.
you try to split that baby. That baby's hurt.
You can't split it. That baby home, bro. Either that baby gonna be one way or the other. You can't split him.
No. Golly. You
Man, I don't know
twisted
why
all kind of ways.
y'all let the 40, the vertical, and the broad jump just make you lose your mind, man. That ain't you don't play quarterback doing that shit.
No,
No, but
sir.
watch this.
That's not what.
No,
Go ahead,
watch
Wiley.
this.
Get him. Go
So
ahead. Go
what
ahead.
I'm saying is this right here. If you play a defense though, that make your ass slow up a little bit. Guess what it also do? Open bigger windows for the damn quarterback. Because motherfuckers will be scared if they get gashed 1 or 2 times.
Yeah,
Then they
yeah.
ass got to play
Back
like
up
they got
off
some
it.
damn
Yep.
sense. Yeah,
Back
exactly.
up off it. Back up off it. He
But
done
you don't.
done it to you one time. He done made you a Sports Center highlight one time. You better back
Yep.
up off it.
Yep.
Okay.
Now
Like I
you don't
said,
want him running all the time. You don't want him running all the time.
give
But the
me
threat
a
of the
give me a quarterback with Patrick Mahomes mobility, and that's what CJ Stroud is, and I'm just fine. I
Okay.
don't need a 4.3 quarterback. I don't need it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't hurt if he could throw like C.J. Stroud and Patrick Mahomes. You're right, it wouldn't hurt. But you ain't got a quarterback that can move like that. It's hard for him to even develop that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to develop that when you know you can outrun the defenders. It's hard for you to sit back in that pocket and become a technician at quarterback. It's hard.
Okay. And that's exactly what they said about Jalen Hurts. He was in the Super Bowl.
But Jalen Hurts is not a track star. I'm not even talking about that. Jalen Hurts not a track star.
No, but they said he wasn't accurate. No.
Jalen, I knew Jalen Hurts, but see, I knew Jalen Hurts was going to become who he is. I wasn't a fan of I'm not a fan of Alabama, but one thing I knew that Jalen Hurts had, he had heart, man. That boy had something that a lot of guys don't have because he's had to work for everything. I knew Jalen Hurts was going. Well, you seen it at Oklahoma. When he went to Oklahoma, you seen that boy could throw the ball. So it didn't surprise me him doing what he's doing now. I knew he was capable of doing it because he did it at Oklahoma.
True, but what I'm trying to say is the guy that we're talking about, say Richardson, right?
You ain't seen shit from Richardson. All that boy did was throw 50-50 balls last year, man. Come on, man. Man.
So he had 1 year, right? 1 year. And I said this in the other show, which is true. He may not have had this year if the guy that was in front of him didn't leave because he could beat him out. Because the coach must have liked the other guy or what, I don't know. But he didn't beat the guy out when they had an open competition. The guy left this year. That's why Richardson started. But he started.
You know why?
Shout out to Big Mike. Shout out to Big Mike.
I'm in the building, yo. Y'all know why? Y'all saw them passes.
There you go.
Y'all saw them passes. AR-15, he got a good deep ball. But all them other passes was unstable. Y'all saw him too. He ran his ass off. He jumped like I don't know when we gonna use him to jump, but he can jump like a motherfucker.
Please tell him. Please tell him. I don't know what's wrong with these. I don't know what's wrong with these. Please
all
no. God.
Mike, now one more time. I know you love CJ, Mike. Now I done told you
saw one yesterday.
I know if you ever see CJ, you gonna stroke out. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know this. I know you love CJ. What? You got to get a man. You come on now, Mike. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Mike,
would you mind either one we take?
Mike.
We got one quarterback, right, Mike?
Mike, what he's on the board talking about, Mike? What are they talking about?
Look, let me talk. Because AR-15, he had a beautiful deep ball. That boy deep ball was on the money every time. But when he had the receivers run up, then cut, half the motherfuckers was too high.
Them balls was all over the place. I'm telling you,
they was not targeted. So that lets me know if I need him to throw a short pass to a tight end cutting, or I need him to hit a receiver going outside before he hits the outside and go out of bounds, he's not making it because he couldn't do it with no defender. He couldn't do it with no defender on the receiver. If you can't do it with no defender, I'm telling you, if you can't do it without a defender on him, what the hell you gonna do in the NFL? Them boys wide open. You can't hit a man wide open with no defender, and I'm supposed to feel like you can get accuracy is something that is born with. It's not something. It's something you don't. How many quarterbacks get more accurate over the year? Very
few. Very
fucking few. Very few. Y'all make up the anomalies of Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. I want to tell you, name 3 more. Besides Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen, name 3 more. Because when the quarterback is accurate, like Bryce Young is accurate,
but y'all don't. I'm not. What I'm saying, I'm not. All I'm doing, I'm just sitting back waiting to see what we're gonna do. I'm not campaigning for this one or that one. What I'm saying, I'm just saying about this right here. I'm gonna say this. He has only played 17 games. He has gotten better.
No, but you know what? I saw a good stat.
Gotten better.
I did see a good stat.
And if you don't think, go back and look at the stats. Like Mike said, go back and look at the games. That's all I'm saying. And that's facts. That's all I'm saying.
His first 4 games, he threw most of the picks. His first games, he threw most of the picks. Towards the half mark and the end of the season, those interceptions split in half, if not a third. He had nowhere near as many interceptions. I think he had 2 or 3 in his last 6 games of the year. So that
That's
is
all you got. That's,
progression. I'm
that's
not
what I'm
saying
talking
the
about.
man.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not saying if he's at number 9 and they can't get my nigga, please go get this. If he's at number 6 and my nigga is gone, go get this nigga.
No.
Because we don't have
I
much
don't
of a
want to.
better
If he
answer.
no.
I
Mike.
hold up, Mike. Me and Mike had
I don't want to give
hey,
up
Mike,
no draft capital to get him. If he fall to 9,
I give my
take
hat
him.
out to you. I give my hat out to you right there, Mike. What you just said. Okay,
Yeah,
bam.
and look, and
I
I
will
say
rock
this.
with that, Mike.
If
I
he fall to 9, take him. But no, I'm not giving
Look,
up.
bro.
I'm not giving up
Look,
no
bro, I
draft
hear what
capital
you're
to go get
saying.
him.
You don't want to give up no draft capital, but what's the better option, Matt Corral? You want to
Oh
ride
my
with Matt
God.
Corral?
Damn, Mike is on fire.
I'd rather get Hendon Hooker. I'd rather
Mike is
get
on
Hendon Hooker in the
fire
third
today.
round. I'd rather have
You not
Hendon
gonna,
Hooker in the
okay,
third
first
round.
of all, everybody think Hendon Hooker gonna fall that far. What makes you think that? That man threw 4 interceptions in 2 years. He's not gonna be in the third. You might be lucky if he's there in the second.
Well,
That's
I'll take him in the
facts.
second round. I'll take him in the second round. That's fine. That's fine.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Hey, isn't it cause damn, who the New Orleans say if that motherfucker is there at 29,
They taking him.
They get it.
Hey, Kendall.
And that's a smart move because when you don't turn the
Kendall.
ball over, that's the battle. He don't make interceptions.
I can't hear you, Q. Say what?
I said, look who just pulled up right here. Atlanta is now in the building to tell us.
Oh my
Here we go
God!
with this shit right
I'm
here.
driving, and I
Here we
can't.
go.
Oh yeah, I would. Come here. Bring that
There it is.
boy.
There it is.
This shit right here.
Let's do it.
Wolf in the building. Wolf in the building.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
For nobody.
You know your ass is gonna get it today.
Wow. Let's do it. Hey, I ain't even gonna say no. I'm gonna put Mike on it. Mike on fire today.
Okay.
I'll put Mike on.
Boy.
I'm here. I'm here watching. I'm here. I got my popcorn. I got extra butter. I got all types of stuff. I'm here.
I'm glad.
I'm the only guy that clicks the link that go behind, and I'm comfortable in the uncomfortable situation. I'm comfortable.
Well, let me make sure you stay uncomfortable with it.
I'm good. I'm Puerto Rican.
Go ahead,
I walk around with something on me all the time.
You always welcome. You always welcome.
Yes, sir. You always welcome. But your ass gonna get it today, cause Big Mike trying to hear that.
It's all good because
Big Mike ain't trying to hear that today.
Listen, they crowned y'all. They've been crowned y'all. I said it. Every time I come here, I say it all the time. They already crowned the Carolina Panthers NFC South champs.
Hey, Wolf, let me ask you a question though, Wolf, before you get into it.
Yeah.
If you can sneak Jalen Carter, you gonna get him?
Yeah, I mean, be honest with you, I would.
That's all you wanted. That's what you're gonna say. You gonna get him. Hell yeah, you gonna get him.
Damn Skippy,
if he slide, yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna. Listen, it's Game of Thrones, right? So
yeah,
whether you want to be Marlo Stanfield or you want to be Avon, it's gonna be you need your opposition to be better.
Yeah,
you need your op to be better, right? That's what I said. Listen, if the opposition isn't better, then the team ain't gonna be what it is. If you look at Frank Wright and Terry Fontenot, the same interview that they gave, it's the same shit. You close your eyes, you don't know if you're watching Frank Wright or Terry Fontenot. You don't know who you watching.
They saying the same shit. They saying the same thing.
Shit.
Yeah.
Everything is on the table. That's what they said. Everything is on the table. Okay. So if you telling me that everything on the table, then guess what? It might not be Derek Carr. It might be Lamar Jackson.
Them niggas called Aaron Rodgers. They called for Aaron Rodgers. Like, what's good?
Now,
like they are really talking about anything on the table.
Right. Now, watch this, right? So the so-called experts had Atlanta ranked 32 last year. They had it ranked 32. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wanted to slide into that 32 spot because they ain't work out the way they should, right? So Justin Fields ain't work out for people. Davis Mills was supposed to be the second coming in Houston. It ain't happened. So
First of all, wait. Pause. Davis Mills, nobody even knew that nigga's name, so we ain't talking about him.
But
Justin Fields.
but remember, I'm going by the expert. I'm not going by what you say, Mike. I'm going by what the experts say. The expert said that Davis Mills and the Houston Texans will rank higher than the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I feel it. Well, say them people over
I didn't
TV.
say anything about nobody knew whose name it was because Josh Gordon is playing in the XFL. So it don't matter what's going on, right? We talking about the professionals, the so-called professionals of the NFL. They said that they were a better team. The Carolina Panthers were a better team. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with the Carolina Panthers being crowned now the NFC South champions. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, well, but hold up. Well, but if you look at it, we finished 7-10, y'all finished 7-10, and the Saints finished 7-10. So they ain't too much of a division right there, and the other team is 2 to 3 games ahead of us. So I mean, we everybody right there.
But
let me tell you why they say that. Let me tell you why the experts say that. Because they said, looking at all three teams, the quarterback play in Atlanta and New Orleans was significantly better than the quarterback play in Carolina, which is absolutely fact.
That's what it's predicated on. Just as soon as anybody gets a quarterback, they gonna crown them.
But that's not true. That's not true, right? Because it can't be true because Marcus didn't even have a 150-yard passing game.
See right there. See, I appreciate you saying that because somebody said something about Marcus, and I said he going to the XFL next.
Right.
He's packing his bags right now.
Right.
Because Marcus was never meant for the NFL.
Right.
I don't know why they drafted that boy so high.
So that's not necessarily true because you only got 4 games of Desmond Ridder. So they don't know what's what. What I said was I'm comfortable enough moving forward with him because I don't want to trade my future for somebody that I don't know is going to finish 17 games.
Well, because you need a defense. Atlanta defense called in sick all season.
That's fine. But
Here we go.
that's that bullshit. Because I'm gonna tell you this: we only got blown out once. We only got blown out once last year, bro.
Atlanta defense did play a whole lot better last year.
Listen, we only got blown out once, and that was against Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals when they came to. Because remember,
Mike just said your defense called out sick.
But see, you ain't gonna let me. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna let me finish. That's what I'm saying. I get you ain't gonna let me finish because I'm behind enemy lines. It's rice and beans energy. It's okay. It's cool. I get it.
Go ahead. Get it out.
But don't worry about it because the Puerto Rican nigga always gonna say shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's good. I like that.
We come with the same cause. Collard green and chicken, rice and beans is the same thing, bro. It's the same thing.
Here we go.
You feel me? Okay.
Let's go.
We only got blown out once, and that was by the Bengals. Now, the Bengals at that point, they was trying to get it together because I think they was at 500 at that time. We didn't get blown out by nobody else but the Bengals. Yes.
Listen, I never said you got blown out. But when the Jets put up 24, when the Saints put up 27, the Rams put up 31, the Seahawks put up 27, we put up 28. But
we only lost those games by a score. So
look, we put up 34 the other game. I'm not listen. It doesn't matter how many points you lost by. It's the fact you couldn't stop the other team from scoring. 34 points is a lot of fucking points.
That's true.
I never said that our team. Yeah. I never said that our team was world stoppers. I never said that. When did I say that? I never said that.
No, but you said like they had a defense, and I'm looking at the stats right now.
Call out sick, that means that nobody showed up, and that's not true.
Yeah. What about the measurements of a defense?
Nobody wants to throw the ball to AJ's side. Nobody wants to throw the ball to AJ's side. That's a fact. That's
true.
That's a fact. So you can't say AJ called out sick. That's a no-no. You can't
Okay,
say
so what?
Ricky
Well,
Gervais
in that
called
case,
out
you're
sick.
right.
That's a no. You can't say that our rookies, Troy Anderson and them, called out sick because as rookies, they perform. All our rookies is C plus and better. All our rookies we hit on is C plus and better. On the
Do not
offense
get
and
hype.
defense.
Stop getting hype about C plus.
Don't
Your
even
mama
worry
was
about
not
it. Don't even worry
that
about
is
it. 'Cause
barely
C plus,
passing
if
in
you was
I
every
was
bringing
just
home
saying
a
the
C
same
plus to your
thing.
mom and
C
dad,
plus,
if you was to bring a C plus home to mom and dad,
you
you was
hyped on
hyped.
C plus.
You at
We
least did a
get
C
hyped
jumping
plus.
jack.
on C plus
You
and
did
that.
a jumping jack. That's a fact.
They
Damn.
gonna tell me to
Okay.
study if I bring home a C plus. They gonna say you
If
not
I
trying
ask
hard
for it.
enough.
We got
If
Falcon
I
fans
ask
in the
for it.
chat, y'all. Look at this right here. Here we go with this
Oh.
shit here. Fuck the
Let's
Panthers.
get it.
Rise up.
Whooped up,
Here we
look,
go
whooped
with
up
this
brother
shit
Foster
here.
with it.
You know,
Whooped up brother
because listen,
Foster with
the
it.
wolf always gonna tap the link, right? But listen, the wolf. Listen, I get it. I'm okay with you guys if they want to crown you guys. If you guys are a quarterback away, that's fine with me. That's okay with me because I want the opposition to be able to get better. Because the only time they mention the NFC South is because they say we the weakest division. That's bullshit. We are not the weakest division.
That's only been
I'm gonna
last
give you
year.
what ATL is next up. I'm gonna say it now because this cap situation in Tampa and that cap situation in New Orleans and the fact that they ain't got shit with that cap shit, they ain't gonna never have shit. The next 3 years they struggling. Atlanta's right on the heels too.
Right. So if let's say you guys do get DC or you guys do get that, well, yeah, that I mean, listen, that puts them over the top. That's I'm okay with that. And look, and I told Black, what did I say? Are you guys scared to go into a playoff game against Minnesota? No. Are you guys scared to go to New York to play Daniel Jones and the Giants in the playoff games? No. The NFC is weak because you only got one quarterback that's solidified in the NFC. You only got one.
And see, you can't even put Daniel Jones in the conversation no more.
Right.
So they gonna tag him.
Right.
They ain't even sure about him. They gonna tag him.
If you're Carolina, if you're Atlanta, there's no opposition that I won't even be scared to go to Dallas. You scared to go?
See, pause right there. Pause right there because that's exactly why I said we need to go get my nigga. Because we go get my nigga, he's top 4 quarterback in the NFC.
Right.
Hands down. All you got is you got Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Hurts, and next in line would be CJ.
Okay. Oh, so you want CJ? You want CJ?
I want CJ because I'm scared that Bryce getting hit.
Okay. So here and everybody here, I respect everybody's opinion as far I was listening to your drafting. Here's what the draft has people. Here's one thing that I've noticed that the draft does. The draft sometimes confuses people. Because if you notice last year, the quarterback position, everybody went crazy when Malik Willis threw that 80-yard. Remember that 80-yard? It was on Sports Center, and Malik was supposed to be the second coming and all of that. And they threw him into the fire in Tennessee, and he didn't look that good.
Okay, listen, I'm going to defend Malik because I get well, y'all got to remember, Malik fell to the 3rd round, right? So obviously won't nobody believe in that bullshit.
Right.
That's what I was telling
It's not
Kendall
like, you know what I mean, somebody drafted that
I was
nigga in the
telling
1st
Kendall
round.
that shit earlier.
He fell to the 3rd round, so won't nobody believe in that bullshit.
Yeah. But
Well, see, that's the thing, though, Mike. That's the thing.
I was telling Kendall that same shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the thing. The coaches, the scouting department, they see that. That's what they supposed to do on the combine day or their senior day. That's what they supposed to do. Those are scripted routes. That's what they supposed to do.
Yeah.
If they do that well, they move up. But they watch the tape, they see what they talk to these coaches. They know what these guys can do. They know what system they fit in. They know about where they're going to fall. I mean, this ain't no new thing to them. They've been doing this shit.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
I heard a GM say that he watches the worst game that they play that year and the best game they play that year, and then he watches the Columbine. He said that worst game tells so many stories. So while we was getting hyped like Malik Willis, once upon a time I was thinking about the nigga going to Carolina. I ain't gonna bullshit because I was like, you know what, we need something. I was just tired of Sam Darnold. I was like, don't
There you
draft him
go,
in the
Mike.
first 2
There you
rounds.
go.
But
But if
There
the
you
niggas in
go.
the 3rd round, let me try this motherfucker because we ain't got shit better.
but
That's what
So
fucks us up. We need something. Everybody saying we
but
need
the
something.
draft.
See, we got to sit back and we got to
No,
watch this thing.
I'm not saying we need something. That's y'all saying we need something.
Right.
no,
I
I'm
said
saying we
we need
need
CJ Stroud.
CJ. There's a difference.
I
We
need
need
CJ.
CJ.
There you go. I need
So,
CJ.
so,
I
Look at
don't
them
need
two. Listen to
anything.
them two.
CJ,
I think
Listen to them
CJ's
two.
CJ's the best bet for
CJ
sure.
is
Look,
great.
look, CJ is their best bet, but I want
But
AR-15.
I want
Well,
AR, bro.
Q, if you want AR-15, we gonna be in the same predicament three
Hey,
years
Black.
from now.
Hey, Black.
3 years
Listen.
Tell
from
me
now,
why
we
you
gonna
want
be right
AR.
back here looking for a quarterback.
Right. But listen, I don't do
Damn, you know
the
that
draft.
already?
I don't do
I
the
know it.
draft.
How?
I don't do the draft
Because
class.
you ain't seen nobody like him before.
Draft because the problem with that it's a
Yeah, I have.
it's a 50-50, right? You might get somebody that move up the board and be the number 1 pick, and then they don't pan out. It might be the number 3. They don't pan out like that. So I really don't pay attention too much to what they really doing. What I pay attention to is what the plan is. What is Frank Wright's plan? That's what I pay attention to more than anything. What's Frank
That's
Wright's
true.
plan? What's Mickey Loomis's plan? Right? You got Bruce Arians making round. I don't know if you guys hear it because I don't listen to the draft. I listen to more of the plan of. You got Bruce Arians doing interviews on Kyle Trasker. He's doing interviews just speaking
Nah,
about.
I think that's fake news, though, Wolf. I think that's fake news.
Right, but what I'm saying is I pay attention to what Frank Wright is doing. How is he moving? What type of coaches he's got coming in? Because I don't care about the draft. The draft is 50-50. Look,
Yeah.
But see that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta read the tea leaves.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why we brought in Josh McCown. We brought in Josh McCown because we're getting CJ Stroud. I'm just telling y'all right now. I'm telling you.
Hold on.
Belichick.
To speak on Josh McCown,
Oh.
Josh hasn't even did it. He got picked up so quick that he was only able to do the 3 quarterbacks. He didn't even get a chance to do Anthony Richardson. So hold on.
Oh.
So we don't even know what Josh McCown's seeing. We coming from a fan perspective looking in, and we don't know all the technicalities. You know
I know
what I'm
Josh
saying?
McCown. I know Josh
Hold on.
McCown ain't. Come on, man.
I got a question. I got a question.
The greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick. How did he do the last 2 drafts?
He's never been a good drafter.
There you go.
Ever.
But the two that save him is Tom Brady and Gronk.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, Andy Reid. You give him 1, maybe 2, because Kelsey was already there. Kelsey was there already. So you give him 1. Sometimes, look, the draft doesn't work out your way. The draft does work out your way. So I'm more paying attention to what Frank Wright's trying to implement. Because, listen, they can't be wrong if they say, and look, and Black is here. You could run back how many times I tapped this link. I said it. I said the Carolina Panthers defense is probably the best that's in this division. I've said it over and over again. I've said it on Atlanta Falcon panels. I've said it on Saints panels. I've said it on Buck panels. I've said it everywhere. I don't think it's the New Orleans. I think it's the Carolina Panthers defense you're going to have to contend with for the next 5 years. So what type of plan are they going to implement on offense? What type of offense are they going to run? Are they going to be more run heavy?
We already know what they're going to do. They're going to be run heavy.
So I need Desmond Ridder. So if we're a run-heavy offense, which that's what we are, and we were number 2, 3 in the league in running offense, then I don't need Desmond Ridder to throw for 300 yards all the time. I need him to be good with 4 or 5 plays per game.
Same thing I'm asking for Anthony Richardson, bro.
Right. And
same thing.
hold on.
Somebody said, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know when we're gonna ask him to jump. You know how hard we struggle.
I said it was Big Mike.
I said it too. I said it.
Hold on. All right. Okay, let me talk. God damn, y'all been on here for 45 minutes yelling.
Yeah, they gonna bite your head off.
Now you goddamn man.
Because he finna say something real dumb, talking about a verse.
Watch this. Okay, how many times we struggle in the red zone, can't get 4th and 1 with Chris McCaffrey?
Oh shit. Oh shit! Don't tell me nothing, cause he a Hall of Famer.
Let me ask you a question. What the hell is C-Man? Because I saw Dante go across that line several times.
How many times have we struggled 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, 2 and 1, and can't get? Now you got a 6'4", 4 that ain't got shit to do with it. That ain't got shit to do with the quarterback. That's the old line. You can scheme, but that's what I'm saying. When you have a weapon of that magnitude, you can scheme. And that
how many times that quarterback sneak in the Super Bowl, Mike?
But that's the Eagles O line. Don't they got the number 1 O line in the league? We got a good O line too. So now we down talking. Now we down talking on our O line.
Who that talking? Who is that talking right now?
Popping, bro.
What's up, Pop? I thought that was you. Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? So you telling me, it's always the O line? Come on, bro. Nah, you ain't got somebody.
Okay, all right. On that point that you just made, we won't talk about that point that you just made. How the hell we gonna get down the field if those niggas keep turning the ball over? I mean, I understand the man's a work in progress, but we done had a work in progress every year for 5 fucking years.
But no, Mike, you can't say that, Mike.
We had other people.
You had a bullshit staff there too, Mike. You had a bullshit staff. So y'all got to realize, you got to fix the shit that was left behind. You got to do that first.
They still worried about their ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let that motherfucker go.
Somebody made some garbage ass Kool-Aid for you or something like that. You got to put a little sugar in this motherfucker. You got to stir this motherfucker a little bit. You got to add a little bit more water. You got to add a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? You got to get this shit right.
Yeah, you got to cook.
Hold on.
So what you saying is, so Anthony Richardson got a 41-inch vertical. He's guaranteed to get us a 4th and 1 every time because he can jump 41 inches. Nothing's guaranteed in life, brother. I would never speak that dumb. I'm saying our chances are way better with the quarterback who can jump over there, who can run through that hole. He stretch and get you a yard. What was Jalen Hurts?
He's still going to be up and down the field throwing them horrible ass, inaccurate ass passes.
Exactly. Hold on. Not if you have the right staff that can coach him.
Okay, listen.
Y'all believe in coaching.
Wait, listen. No.
It ain't always about coaching, man. You got to have a player with a brain too. Okay, all right. I'm glad you said it. Hold on. Because now you're disrespecting him again. Now everybody said this man is killing it on the boards when he went in there. When he got on the podium,
I don't give a shit.
Hold on.
Look, Jimmy Garoppolo got 10
We know you don't give a shit because you don't believe in coaching. So once again, listen.
No. I believe in coaching. I just know a spade is a spade. Jimmy Garoppolo got He didn't no motherfucker.
Hey.
Alex Smith, he had injury before Patrick.
Once again, y'all still talking about other people's teams.
My bad.
There ain't no other Patrick Mahomes. So y'all can get off Mahomes' dick. There's no other Patrick Mahomes. There's one Patrick Mahomes. There was one Brady. Now we need our own franchise quarterback here, whether CJ Stroud or AR. But I'm not gonna act like this man is the same person like Cam, because Cam can read defenses. Well, everybody knew that he struggled with that. It took him a long time to do that shit.
How much is
AR? And what has AR done to show you that he can read defenses? Didn't they all the reports say? What has he done to show you he can read defense?
He just told you in that first 6 games or 4 games, and then the last of the season when the competition got better, you go back to the stats and look at it. You can look at his progression.
I watch his film, man. He's not reading defenses. He's locking in on a receiver and throwing 50-50 balls.
The numbers show that like I said, once again, I'm not politicking for either one of these guys, because on draft night, that board is going to fall some type of way. It's not going to fall the way y'all think it's going to fall. I'm telling you.
Okay, but can I ask you gentlemen a question?
We're gonna fuck around and get Will Levis. Watch.
Okay, could I ask you gentlemen?
I ain't gonna be mad at I won't be mad at Will Levis.
Can I ask you gentlemen a question? Are you guys comfortable with, let's say, if you were a GM, are you comfortable with the play that Daniel Jones gave you this year to give him $45 million?
Fuck no.
Okay. So
they went to the playoffs.
Why not go? Why go after Derek Carr? Because Derek Carr just lost. Derek Carr lost about. That's why I just asked Black right now. I think Derek Carr lost about $120 million. He just lost $120 million when he walked away from the race. He just lost 120. So he's gonna want to get that 120 back. He's going to want to get that back. And some of that is going to be guaranteed at the front end, not at the back end, right? So if you guys do go after Derek Carr, you're going to probably going to be tied up 5 years. Why
We're
not
not getting Derek Carr. We're not getting Derek Carr.
Right.
No, Wolf, I don't think that'll be a 5-year contract. Wolf, we were talking about that earlier.
Okay.
I don't. If anything, it'll be 3, but we shooting for 2. And see, that's that. I think that's why Derek Carr hasn't signed with anybody, because they only want to give him 2.
2 years, right?
If that, yeah.
Why not go for a younger guy? Because the younger guy, you're not going to have to pay him for about 4 to 5 years.
That's what we doing.
So if it's CJ and CJ does what he has to do, look, you guys have a star in your hand. If it's AR, you guys have another star in your hand. I don't see why that would be a bad move for you guys. But again, I don't know what type of move Frank is going for, because when you listen to his interview, he's telling you everything and not telling you nothing at the same time.
Right. The only thing I'm questioning with Frank right now is him interviewing Max Dugan. I don't understand that one.
Right. So when I watched it, and
that's for the 6th round.
Right. You have to remember. So the NFC South was all scheduled on the same day. So the NFC South all scheduled right behind each other. If you watch the interviews, you could literally close your eyes.
Right.
And they basically told you everything and told you nothing. That's basically what it is. I get it. Like we have to go back and forth. The only thing I said was like, listen, if you're gonna play Game of Thrones, if you're gonna play the fiction character of Marlo, well, guess what? You need Avon. If you're gonna play Omar from The Wire, you need Brother Muzon.
Yeah, we playing little. Hey, we playing.
You're gonna need
somebody playing Little Fingers. That's what we playing.
Right. You're gonna need that type of balance. I mean, people have been, we've been wrong, right? And there's people that have been wrong. They've said that Memphis Bleak was the next Jay-Z. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. You know what I mean? So we don't know what's going on with the teams because they're trying to put it together. So if the Carolina Panthers are crowned now, that's fine. Listen, that's okay with me. I'm fine with it because I want to be okay and I want to be able to compete with either Carolina or New Orleans or Tampa for the next 10 years. Black, did I tell you or did I tell you? You can check the records. A divisional game when you're paying $12 a ticket sucks.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and Wolf, I haven't heard us being crowned yet because y'all in a good position because all the money y'all got.
Always gonna crown y'all first because of what. See, up here in New York, it's different, right? In New York, when they speak about a team that's in the South, they always listen to Colin Cowherd or Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith. If you look at their rounds and when they mention the Carolina Panthers, they always say they're a quarterback away. They're a quarterback away, and I agree with them. I kind of say, okay, yeah, Carolina's there because I love your guys' defense.
But I hear them
that's the one thing.
They are a quarterback away.
Yeah, they talking about us because the money that David Tepper spent this offseason on this coaching staff. That's the reason why they talking about it.
He broke the NFL.
Our players are our players right now. We got the same players that we finished with 7 wins with.
Yes.
We got the same players that we finished 5 wins with a year ago.
Yep.
Okay, so now we still have those holes that a lot of people don't want to say. That our team don't even want to address that we have the holes on our team.
Exactly.
You see, all we talk about is a quarterback.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
They ain't talking about we need another tackle. They ain't talking about we need another linebacker. They ain't talking about we need a safety. They ain't talking about we need another edge rusher.
Corner.
Black, what did I say last time I was here? I said it. We're competing for the same free agents.
Mm-hmm. All right, pause. We don't need a tackle. We need a guard.
Okay.
A left guard. That's what we need. Like that boy from TCU that's probably going to be there in the 2nd round. We need somebody like him. Somebody to play the left guard purely, and he has allowed 0 sacks this year.
You guys have 11 draft picks. You guys have 11.
We need him because they played Georgia and they couldn't get through.
Well, we don't have 11, bro.
9.
We're gonna have less than that because we're moving up.
Okay.
Yeah, if we move up, we're
Well,
gonna have
the only
probably
person that's
about
got
5.
11 is Texans. The Texans got 11 picks.
We have
Texans got 11 picks.
We have 9.
Seahawks got a lot too.
We have 9.
KC got 11.
Yeah, we got 9.
Okay. So, but still, so you're looking to fill holes. And again, I listen what the gentleman just said. You guys don't just need a quarterback. You're right. You just don't need a quarterback. But what I'm saying is, if you go after a young guy, I'm not going to be mad at CJ being in Carolina. I would actually love that because look, when the rivalries suck, it sucks. Like $12 for fucking that's pathetic, guys. That's pathetic.
Look, like let's second that because on some real shit, we need to make a bang. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. We need to make a bang. We need something that's gonna last some years because the division is done. It is dead. As of right now, the whole division has a pulse and it's going out. And we're the only one that's in reach to do some shit and actually call some ham. And we need to go now.
Why do you think I'm doing jumping jacks when I have a C+ player? Because there's nothing else to cheer for.
Damn.
So
look, drop the mic, y'all.
Point, right? Get right back to my point when everybody jumped on me about a C+ player. Well, guess what? There's nothing else I can cheer for, right?
That's fucked up.
Drake.
Damn, okay, we're not gonna say all we got.
Right.
Drake as a C+ player, we can't say that.
Drake London, B+. You know, Tyler be an A+ player. You know, there's things there that you look at and say, okay, yo, listen, he's doing a good job because what else are you there to cheer for? Like, what else?
James Horn, he's a top 5 player when healthy.
Right. Yeah. Listen, if Terry Fontenot just told me everything's on the table, I guarantee you when Matt Ryan was at the Atlanta Falcons game, he took a dinner with Terry Fontenot. That's what you're telling me. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, y'all can always get Carson Wentz.
Right. So you're basically Frank Wright said there's nothing off the table. There's nothing off the table. And Frank Wright, what did he do in Indianapolis the last 2 years? He brought in Carson Wentz and he brought in Matt Ryan. That's what he did.
But he ain't gonna make that. He ain't gonna make that mistake again. He ain't gonna make that mistake.
I didn't say that he's gonna make the mistake. What I said was he said that there's nothing off the table.
Well, that's Fitterer saying this as well.
Yeah,
so Fitterer has full control of the 32. I mean, of the whole squad. So Fitterer has been the same way since we got him. Right. He tells you everything he's doing. He's in on every fucking deal. So it don't matter what. I think he does that because at least he knows what's going on around everywhere.
Exactly.
He's got his hand in everybody.
And you got to look at when he pulled the trigger last year on Icky. You understand what I'm saying? That was pretty much his decision because Rule would have wanted to go in there and get a quarterback to save his ass. You understand what I'm saying? He addressed the need that he knew we needed for the last 8 years. Now we need a quarterback. That's why I keep telling y'all just relax, because we're gonna get a quarterback out this draft. We're gonna get a quarterback.
I believe that. I believe that you guys will go after a quarterback. The problem is the more you guys move up, I think the more money is compensated to that rookie. That's accurate, right?
That's accurate.
Okay,
I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Okay. So then, if he likes Will Levis or if he likes C.J. Stroud, or if he likes AR, go get him.
There's only two I want.
Here's the thing. What if you don't like none of them? How we feel?
No, they like one of those three.
We don't know
that. They know Bryce is going one, but they like one of those three. I'm telling you, they like one of those three.
They like Stroud. I promise you. They like Stroud. I promise.
We don't know none of this. We just speculating.
I know.
Why interview 5 quarterbacks you don't like?
You got to do your due diligence. You can't show your hand. You can't show your hand.
That's what I'm saying. They did the top 5. I mean,
every team that needs a quarterback is going to do all 5.
I understand it, but if he's saying that we don't know if they like any of them, I mean, they didn't look at DTR, they didn't look at no Clayton Tune, they didn't bring none of those guys in either. So I'm saying,
did you see DTR throwing those balls all over the damn place yesterday?
Wow, that was horrible.
That was terrible.
And if you was in the chat with me, well, I was in another live, but I called it before that boy got up there.
I said the
Trey
same
Songz,
thing.
bro. He about to fuck up.
So what, baby?
Well,
So do
Okay.
you guys like Justin Fields?
No, put a little more in there. You can put a little more in there.
you say, Wolf?
Do you guys like Justin Fields?
Not
I
enough to
think
trade
just
for him.
Okay.
yeah, nah, I'm not trading up.
But the
nobody
Bears
else
ain't moving
quarterback.
off of Justin, Wolf. The Bears ain't moving off of Justin.
No, listen.
No.
I don't want him to.
I'm just asking because look, once an NFC South team gets a quarterback, the needle moves. Everybody has to move.
True.
Everybody, look. What did Patrick Mahomes' division do? What did
He
they
forced
do?
them. He forced them all to get a good quarterback.
Everybody to get a quarterback to address the quarterback position.
But see, the Bears are moving the needle. They have a quarterback, right? This is what you want in building a team or organization. The Bears have a quarterback, a young quarterback on a rookie deal.
Mm-hmm.
That means you can put pieces around him via the draft or free agency. We signing year contracts with free agents, maybe 2-year contracts with free agents.
Mm-hmm.
Get on out of there, get them out, and you can build through the next 2 drafts
Mm-hmm.
and put pieces around that young quarterback. And then by the time they get right, they still can opt his 5th-year option.
Yeah, but look,
So they sitting good.
but the Colts need a quarterback too, and the Colts are right there. The Texans need a quarterback. They're right there too.
Yeah, but the Texans ain't gonna get a quarterback.
I need to go by the stove. That's fine.
And
I'm gonna tell the truth.
the Texans are.
You said the
Texans
Texans ain't taking a quarterback?
Yeah, because the Texans got way more hope. Okay, you get a quarterback, you have another Derek. Excuse me, what was his brother's name? The other Carr.
Yeah.
David Mills got benched.
David
Mills got benched.
David Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
They
if you
need a
look at the
quarterback,
offensive
bro.
line.
Right.
They need another quarterback, bro.
And
They taking a quarterback. It's gonna be a bad situation.
Quarterback.
It's gonna be a bad situation for the quarterback, but they taking a quarterback.
But they taking one. Yeah, I'm with you.
Wow.
Their running back Pierce is really good. Their running back Pierce is really good in Houston. D'Amico, I think is gonna probably with the draft capital that he has, and they have a lot of draft capital from the.
Yeah, they got 11 picks. Yeah, they got 11 picks,
and they have a lot of cap space as well. So they're gonna take a quarterback, right?
Okay.
The Colts are gonna move up to take a quarterback. To be honest with you, Atlanta should trade. I think what we should do is trade out of the number 8 spot and move down. That's what I think. I think that's what we should do. If you're comfortable, if you're not going to make the Lamar trade, because if you do make the Lamar trade, then I don't want to talk about playoffs.
Oh.
You have to start talking about
Go to hamstring.
Super Bowl, right? You can't talk about playoffs at that point. You got what you're telling the fan base is we're going to go all in with Lamar. So it's not how many playoff victories we have. It's when we win a Super Bowl. You're all in. And I don't want Lamar. But you're going to have to trade. What you're telling the fan base when you get a player like that is, okay, we're going to move the needle before the Carolina Panthers move the needle, before the Tampa Bay moves the needle, or the Saints move the needle.
Mm.
You know, that's what you're telling your opposition, okay, look, this is what we're going to do. And if the Panthers do that, it's the same thing for us. You're telling us, hey, listen, you're going to have to keep up with us because Justin Herbert is not far off from Patrick Mahomes. They're not worlds apart. They're not
Yeah.
But too, Wolf, I'll tell you something about business about these two fan bases.
Okay.
Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Atlanta has a lot of transplants. North Carolina has a lot of transplants.
Right.
So you got to factor business into it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You got to factor. So getting a Lamar, as far as advertising, business, and this and that, then that's going to cite that fan base, the transplants that you have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom, you coming. The same thing with us.
Yep.
The same thing with us. See, so we got the dynamic of the business and building a franchise see, that's what's pulling on a lot of these guys. As far as our owner, our GM, our head coach. That's why we never have time. The pressure cooker is always on in these two organizations.
Always.
We don't give nobody no time to do shit.
No.
Yep, that's the messed up part because it's like you got to build a team, but we just want to be good now.
Yeah.
We want to be good tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that, look, that's the problem is that, look, like, you know, I love the fact that we can go back and forth, but what are we going back and forth on? Rookie quarterback?
Exactly.
Like, that's what we're I have to cheer a C+ player. I have to do it. I have to do it. There's nothing else. Because you don't give anything to develop within the fan base. Everybody wants a Super Bowl now, and that's not the way it works.
That ain't the way it works.
Work that way. Listen, Black, what did I say? I said Joe Burrow to Patrick Mahomes to Josh Allen to Justin Herbert to Trevor Lawrence. There's not a big gap. There's not a big gap. Jacksonville can win a Super Bowl now.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the reason why these old franchises can go back and develop people and come back up, because their fan base is going to defend their house by any means necessary. They're going to buy the jerseys. They're going to do. Yeah.
Who do you think? Who do you think right now? Who do you think right now is on so much drugs right now? What head coach do you think is on so much drugs right now? And I'm going to tell you who it is. But who do you think is on so much drugs right now because he took the job in a division where he thought he was going to be able to compete, and now the quarterback position for him looks very bleak? And that guy is Josh McDaniels.
Oh, yeah.
Because last year, they said, again, they crowned the Raiders. They crowned them. They said, oh, my God, Patrick Mahomes is going. That's it, no more. We got Josh McDaniels. We got Devontae Adams. We got DC. This is going to be whatever. And the Raiders absolutely sucked because Josh McDaniels is not bringing in number 12. Matt Patricia went to Detroit. How did that work out for him? He was on so many drugs. He went back to New England. Bill O'Brien, the only offensive coordinator who didn't win a Super Bowl in New England, fucked up the Texans so much. So it's the fact of like where Patrick Mahomes is making that division push into a competitive, and they're only thinking about the quarterback and not building a good team. They're not.
Go ahead and talk, Wolf. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, they're not building a good team, and I want to be able to build a team where at least you're going to have an opportunity to compete, not for a year or two, for 5, for 10 years, because you guys had the MVP 2015, and then boom, we had the 2016 MVP. Boom, we faded off into the sunset.
Now, we didn't fade off in the sunset. We only had that that year, and that was it after that.
Well, so did we. And if you're talking
about Wiley, you don't take your Pro Bowlers and let them leave.
Right.
When it was time to pay everybody, we told them to go to hell. Go to hell.
And if
you see what I'm saying?
Right.
That is true.
And if you want to go back to the 98 Super Bowl, well, the 98 Super Bowl, Dan Reeves, when he coached that Super Bowl, he didn't have one Hall of Famer really on the Atlanta Falcons side, maybe Chuck Smith. Jesse Tuggle is struggling to get into the Hall of Fame. He's struggling to get into the Hall of Fame, right? You had TD, Shannon Sharp, Elway, Rod Smith. What? That Denver team was loaded.
Yeah.
Denver team was loaded. TD had 2 seasons back-to-back over 2,000 yards.
True.
Right? You never build a team, and you don't build a team the right way, and you have a bad GM, and Thomas Dimitroff was a bad GM. He gave people contracts because they were buddy, and I don't need that. I don't need you to give contracts out because he had one good year, a half. No, I want you to be able to build a team and say, okay, listen, let's stay consistent. Let's be able to compete. because the NFC side, it's really just the Eagles and then the Niners, and then you have a big drop off. And the Niners don't even have a quarterback. They don't even have a quarterback.
Yeah.
Hey, Wolf. So what quarterback would scare you that if we got?
From the draft?
Yeah.
I would have to say probably it's the two that you guys are talking about, probably CJ or AR, because they're very athletic. I think CJ's stock went up when he played against Georgia. I think his stock went up that game. You know, he can move. He could throw the ball too. You know, you're gonna have to compete with somebody like that. And then the quarterback now is very athletic. They're very athletic. They're very mobile, right? And look, right. So the last 4 quarterbacks that were that were left standing, you had Patrick, you had Jalen, you had Joe, and you had Dak. Well, they can all move. They can't move like, let's say, a Lamar, but they can move. They can move. They can get out of the way of danger. They can, and that's what you need now. You need a quarterback that might be, not saying that you need a Tom Brady pocket, but you need somebody that's going to get out of the way. And Joe was sacked so many times the year before. They said that they fixed the line, and he got sacked more last year.
He damn sure did.
Right? So, so sometimes it don't work out. Look, I'm not saying that if Carolina, if it's the thing, if you want to win now, I'm not saying that DC wouldn't work out for you guys, right? But if you pay him all that money and it doesn't work out, then where's the fan base at then?
Yeah. And that's why I would say the same. You're right, Wolf. I say the same thing about Joe all the time. Everybody, if anybody listens to me, I say you got to kill Cincinnati. Meaning, Joe takes a lot of sacks. But if you don't kill him, he getting up off that damn dirt and he get ready to do it to you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, that's a bad thing that he takes all these sacks.
Yes. Right. Like and look, I'm a football fan, right? Like, none of these guys that I'm talking about now, they can't throw the ball like Warren Moon.
No.
They can't throw the ball like Warren Moon.
No.
Like,
none of these guys.
These guys can't throw the ball like Dan Marino.
No. Kurt Warner. No.
Right. Like, they're not throwing the ball like that.
Right.
So
you're right.
Remember a couple of years ago, they said the running game was dead. This is a passing league. They said that. They said, oh, it's going to be a passing league. Well, guess what? Now you have teams that are trying to get 2 running backs, 2 major running backs on their roster now. Because the running game opens up your passing game. That's what it does. If you have a good running game, it's going to open up your passing game.
And you ever notice this? Anytime somebody messes with something, try to tweak something, you make something else open up or you make it worse.
Yeah.
You sat there and you want to put the quarterback a red jersey on, but you didn't factor in these defensive linemen getting so fast and agile. You understand what I'm saying? All these tweener guys coming in there. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Side to side guys. Look. The reason why you had Ray Lewis be so effective is because it was Goose and on the front that let him cook.
Oh yeah. Sam Adams, Big Goose.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It was because of them that they let him cook. That's why Ray was so front, boom, 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 boom. And if you don't even oh my God, like when people say like Aaron Donald is better than Lawrence Taylor, what are you smoking?
They on crack.
What are you smoking?
It's about those bullshit numbers, man.
Oh my God! Like, are you serious? Like,
but that's like this. When we had Star on our line, Star was he ate up double teams. They
ate him up.
Ate him up. Short to go crazy.
Yeah.
Well, when our defense, when Star left,
yeah,
our defense wasn't as good. Couldn't stop the run no more because people didn't realize that Star was eating double teams all the time. They had to double. Teams.
We hadn't stopped the run since then, Wiley. We hadn't stopped. That's why I said 8 years ago.
And that's the reason why I keep saying you got to get a dominant, not just serviceable nose guard if you're gonna do a 3-3-4, because If not, they're gonna run all over you.
Listen,
Yeah.
look, people don't give Luke a lot of credit. People don't give Thomas a lot of credit. Those two linebackers was cooking.
Oh,
They were cooking.
They was cooking, bro.
And the reason why we had Starlin Tulane, we tried to fix it a little bit. We gave Matt Ioannidis a 2-year contract, but he's not. Now you got two penetrators.
Yeah.
You still don't have that stopper. That
Listen,
that big cog in the middle.
Have you not seen when Grady Jarrett is mic'd up and Grady's has a triple team? He like, yo, y'all ain't blocking nobody else but me.
Yeah.
Like, you need somebody else to cook. If you can't, like, of course, you're not gonna show up like that. It's just not gonna happen.
People don't realize they talk about the Eagles, right? All the sacks, but they keep forgetting they have Fletcher Cox.
Right.
Fletcher Cox, you still had the double team and sometimes triple team.
And Grant,
you focus on him, the other guys are eating.
They're eating. And again, and listen, look what happens, right? Cincinnati spent all that money on the offensive line. Kansas City on the low literally got some of the best offensive linemen on the low.
Mm-hmm.
On the low. And
then watch what they do this year. Watch these dynamic players that they end up position players that they're going to get this year. Watch what they do now.
Right. So actually, look, their rookies are going to get better. I think they had the most rookies play this year than anybody else, right? So they're going to be better. They're going to have a year under the belt. They're going to be way better. They're going to
get playmakers.
They don't got to pay nobody except Orlando because Mahomes is on a friendly deal. He got 10 years.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think about Daniel Jones wanting $45 million, bro, like $45 million and you only threw 15 touchdowns?
Yep.
15 touchdowns? My God. I mean, please, what are we saying here? That's why it's like, I could go back and forth with a Carolina Panther fan in a bar all night. I could go back and forth with a Tampa Bay right in Ygor City. I could go back and forth with a New Orleans fan all night. But what the hell are we going back and forth for?
Yeah, it got to make sense.
What are we going back and forth for? Here's the quarterbacks in the NFC South. Trasker, the Red Rifle, Matt Corral, or whoever's there.
That's all we got right now. Yeah. If you're talking about under contract, that's it.
What are we arguing for? What are we arguing for?
There's nothing.
Ain't no argument.
Brothers, I mean, we gonna come up here, we gonna talk our shit, but like, what the hell is we arguing for?
We gotta make it make sense, though.
You gotta make it make sense, my brothers. Like that's just like I'm like you really want to go to a Matt Corral, Desmond Ridder game?
No. And the thing is, this what made sense. You say you had this guy or any of those guys that competed for that job.
Right.
And do you think they competed that job? They sat down, they looked at this roster, and they say, oh, I think I can get Matt Corral to a Super Bowl. Because that's the ultimate thing, to get to a Super Bowl.
Oh, they ain't
this guy right here is going to make me have a job for the next 10 years. Do you think they said that?
No, but watch this.
No.
Watch this, though. San Fran proved you got to have something there, though.
You got to have something. Yeah.
And my thing about it is, even if the guy turns out to be a backup for the next 3 to 4 years, and he's serviceable, great. All I'm saying is don't get overhyped by the new shiny object in front of you. And don't compare it with this when he was in college and they were in college at the same time. And look at them together. And if the new shiny object just happen to be the new shiny object, it's not better than the thing you drafted the year before. Why are you out there?
Yeah.
But Wiley, you can take him and you can run an RPO system with him in college. Yes. That draft from a college quarterback to an NFL quarterback, that's elite. That's not a jump. That's not a move. That's elite. So I'm telling anybody this.
Oh, Jesus.
Those 4 to 5 quarterbacks that's coming out is better than Matt Corral.
Okay, watch this. Was Matt Corral coach a NFL coach?
No, he was not.
Coach? Yes, he was. And
Oh,
at that
who was
time,
that?
hold on. At that time, he was the genius before the guys we're talking about now. He had his run. He didn't make it. Now he's back in college. All I'm saying is he played in a pro style offense, just like these guys y'all talking about now. Even though it was RPO, because RPO is now the pro style offense.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stop being so hype about stuff that's bullshit. Be calm, look at it rationally, and go, okay, is it better? Yes. If it's not, okay. But not so erratic.
Right. And right. So in that sense, then my whole thing would be, who's the most mature out of the guys come? Who's the most mature? Is it CJ? Is it like AJ? Who's the most mature out of the quarterbacks that are there? Is it Levitz? Is it Bryce? Who's the better mature? Who has that story where they're probably more mature, because you're talking about 20-year-old kids, 21-year-old kids, and like you seeing now, like Ja Morant has $1 billion on the table, but you want to be a blood, or you want to be a
No,
I don't
I don't think you get that out of none of these.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
but though I put that on his daddy.
Right. Like you want to be like, let's keep it real. The most gangster wants to act like he's legit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
a long time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You want to act that way. And so it's the maturity. For me, it's the maturity. It's the story behind the story. For me, I'm comfortable with Desmond being mature and able to learn the system. I'm okay with that. Because I'm like, okay, give him 2-3 years. Now.
Exactly. Boom. You hit it on the head.
Right.
You hit it on the head.
The coach,
you got to give that to him, though. You got to have that patience.
Remember now, look at this, what I'm saying to you. 9 games get you in the playoffs. And it's 9. So can we get to the 9? Now, look, Panthers has 7 wins. Falcons has 7 wins. Can we add 2 more wins this year, either team? Hell yeah.
We could have had 2 more if that bullshit call wouldn't have happened with y'all. Off.
Yeah.
And bullshit call regarding the field goal.
And our bullshit
Browns. Those were 2 wins.
Right. And our bullshit call was with the roughing the passer with Grady and Brady.
See?
Right? So so can we add 2 more wins to the season? I think we can this coming season, either team.
Yeah.
And then you say to yourself, okay, 6 seed going to play Dak. I'm comfortable.
Beat Dak. Dak's not that good.
I'm okay with that.
I'll take that all day.
I'm okay with that. 6 seed going to play Kirk Cousins.
I'll take that.
Good with that. I'm doing. We all doing jumping jacks and push-ups.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Are we comfortable going to play Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Oh,
give it to me.
No problem. I think the only time that we would panic if we would have to go to Philly, and that's a bye, or San Francisco.
That's it right now.
And that's really it. So can Desmond be good for 5 plays a game? When we need him, I think he could. I think he's comfortable enough to do that. And I think if you guys get CJ and you guys are comfortable with that type of situation, or with AR-15, AR-15, that's what they call him, right? AR, is that what they call him?
Yeah, they call him. Yeah.
Okay. If you guys are comfortable with that, I say go with it, because Frank also can get a lot out of a quarterback. He could get a lot, and that's what scares me, because Frank is a good quarterback type of coach. He is very in tune with the guy that's under the helm. That's what I know.
And guess what? He did. See, you go back to Frank. Not the one at the podium. I think he was interviewing with somebody, and this is the thing that he said that made me my light bulb came on.
Right.
He said he called. They asked him, "How did you get Jim Caldwell when Jim was like, he was just coming back for a head coaching job.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Frank and Jim worked in Indianapolis together.
Yes, they were.
He said he called Jim and basically told Jim he needed.
Mm-hmm.
He knew Jim was right there in Winston-Salem. He told me he needed
Mm-hmm.
because just like I said earlier, he went over this roster.
Mm-hmm.
He knew
Yeah.
that he was gonna have to get a quarterback and develop a quarterback. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And who else? Just like you just said, Frank is a quarterback.
Yep.
Jim is better.
Okay, so and I'm not even gonna open this can of worm because we'll be here all day. I'm not even gonna open. But one thing about Jim got fired for having a winning record in Detroit.
Thank you. And who'd you say earlier? Matt Patricia?
Yeah.
One of those same Bill Belichick. And I'm not saying Bill, but everything that came out of that camp has fucked up everything they touched.
So Jim's got a chip on his shoulder as well. Jim has a chip on his shoulder as well because he got that team to a 9-8 record and was fired. And I'm not even going to open that can of worms because we'll be here all day. But
yeah,
you know, I think that both teams are going to be able to compete, but the problem is that right now it seems like the other opponent is waiting to see what the other opponent does. That's what it kind of feels. It feels like Terry is watching Frank and Frank is watching Terry and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's good though to be that way this year because Atlanta and everybody in our divisions in the last few years has known our every move.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's and that's how I feel that it's gonna be. So can we get the two? I hope that Frank doesn't push Terry to make a mistake, because if he does, then we're gonna be in a situation where we don't want to be in. And that and I can go over those situations in my head, you know, just by the fact of, like, I go back to the draft and, you know, you pick a Tack McKinley over a TJ Watt.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it is.
And that can set your franchise back a couple of years. And people don't understand that. People don't understand.
Well, see, Scott said that too. Scott said that too. He said he don't want to jump and that not be the guy.
Right.
Us. You know what I mean? Because that will set the franchise. They know they on this pendulum right now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
So if we go too far this way, if we go too far that way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to take a drastic move.
Yeah.
It might call for it. It might call for it. Why? It might call for it. But then it might not.
If it does, I trust them. But the point is, we should not be so, you know, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Whatever way they do, I'll accept it.
Yeah. But that's the problem with also the fan base. You have like people like ourselves that can talk about it, and then you just have people that they don't understand how a team is built. They just don't get it. So they start folding up their tent and leaving. Once the team goes 0-17 or 1-16, they start folding up their tents. I call them beach chairs because they have there's no back support there.
That's true.
You know,
and it's funny it's funny because I look at I be listening to a lot of podcasts and they be talking crazy. I'm like, that player that came out of your mouth, did you realize we were running a 3-4? Right. That guy's a 4-3 defensive end, though he playing defensive end.
Right.
You know we're gonna need outside linebackers and bigger defensive end to play a 3-4. So I just be like, these people, they're not even. Did you think about the thing come out of your mouth before you start running it?
So notice that the energy shifted when the Washington Commanders tagged Payne. Because everybody wanted him.
Oh yeah.
Everybody wanted him. The Panthers, the Falcons, the Texans. So the energy started shifting because now you have to go to the second best or what's available out there. And by the way, everybody, if everybody's in the chat, everybody, whatever, you want your free agents to be in place before you go to the draft.
Oh yeah.
You want your free agency to be set before you go to the draft.
At least the majority of it.
If you do that, if you do that after you scrapping, then you picking up scraps then.
So if you think that there isn't it looks calm on the surface, underneath the surface,
Oh, they're going crazy.
is chaos. So it is chaos. So you want your free agents to be in place. I think that we're competing, I think, against the Carolina Panthers only. I don't know. Tampa might trade some players because of of what they're in. I think the same thing with New Orleans. I think they might trade a couple of their players. But I'm not really worried about what they're doing because they're strapped. They're gonna be strapped.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking they thinking if we get healthy, we can stay at what we got.
Yeah.
Because let's don't get it twisted now. They were decimated on that offensive line.
They were.
Injury struck.
Right.
Yeah.
And
that's a whole different team if they was healthy.
I'm interested to see what Vita Vea does.
Oh, that'd be not now that right there. That guy can play defensive tackle.
Yes.
Excuse me, nose tackle.
Yes.
That'll be the guy to go get if we go get anybody.
I'm interested to see because Vita was the only one that didn't take the bait when the Brady contracts, and I call them Brady contracts because everybody signed the Brady contract. Basically,
right, team friendly.
Yeah, they can come back and play with him. Yeah.
So I think Vita's the only one that didn't. I think he's still on a contract one more year, but they also were talking about moving away, and you know how this division is. A Tampa Bay Buccaneer today could be a Carolina Panther tomorrow, a Carolina Panther today.
Oh, yeah. Switch all the time.
Right, switch all the time. So I'm interested to see what Vita Vea does because I think that he is also, like you said, could play multiple positions. And I'm also interested to see what, and I might say his name wrong, but I'm just going to mention the team and you guys might know. The nose tackle from the Buffalo Bills.
Hold on a second. Let me check.
I think his name is Ed. First name is Ed.
Let me check.
Oh, you talking Ed Oliver?
Is that his name? Because I'm not sure. I think Buffalo's got a coach.
No,
That's Ed Oliver.
Ed Oliver was on the rookie.
Ed Oliver, he came from Houston.
He's still Oh, he getting ready to come off on a 5th-year option. So he came out, because he came out with Brian Burns. So yeah, he might be on his 5th-year option. They got to sign him. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so there's a couple of players I'm interested in, but like I said, we're competing against us, and I think that the Panthers or the Falcons can win 2 extra games, even 3 extra games. That's just my opinion.
A big man don't move. They gonna sign a big man. That's why they gave Vita that money. You understand what I'm saying? A big man. That's how they told you. You just don't shake trees and get a big man. Not a dominant one.
No.
Yeah.
They gonna pay them boys.
And I know. Cat the other day. I know Black was talking about Bobby Wagner. That's a vet that I was like, okay, that's probably a good veteran move. I don't know how much Bobby has
money, man.
Yeah. I don't know how much Bobby has left, but if he has something, I wouldn't mind. But the team that nobody's talking about with the cap space and the free agencies and they drafted very well is Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. They're
gonna be set. They got rid of Russell and got reset.
Yeah. Because
it showed them getting, was it Miles Murphy or one of those guys?
Yeah.
And then they got Brian Breesy.
Yep.
For the tackle. I'm like, oh man, you just solidify your defensive line right there. Right?
Yeah, but
is it me or their corners, Bryant and the other one? They're there. I mean,
oh yeah, the corners are there.
But see, this is what you got to put on though.
Yes,
those Joker got what, like 5 picks plus a future pick for like Russell. How they got for Russell?
Yeah,
they picking that up this year right here. They in that draft deep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they and you said it earlier. The only thing they got to compete with is San Francisco over there.
Yep, San Francisco.
So whatever they do with Geno is gonna tell the tale of the tape.
And that's
with them.
Yeah. But you see how you stay a little bit competitive, and then you reassess, you rearrange the team, And you, like I said, the NFC is you're not gonna be scared to go. A team like Seattle is not gonna be scared to go to Philly.
No.
No, they're not. No,
You know what I
no.
mean? So, like,
No, they ain't.
if CJ hits the floor running for you guys, or AJ hits the floor running for you guys, you're not gonna be scared to go into a playoff game against Dallas.
No.
Nobody's scared to go. Like, listen, Dan Quinn played catfish.
True.
He never selected anybody from the Legion of Boom. He just knew how to place the players, but he never picked anybody. And that's another thing. A lot of these coaches play catfish, MTV catfish.
Mm-hmm.
They say they know how to coach and they don't know, but I'm gonna leave that there because we're gonna open up a Pandora box right now, and I don't want to do that right now. But some of these coaches, they say they know what they're doing and they really have no clue. They're way in over their head.
Yeah,
that's a true statement.
And Frank is not I would say Frank is not in over his head. Arthur's not in over his head. I think Dennis Allen is, and I think Todd Bowles is. That's what I would say.
Well, I get Dennis. Dennis got inherited some shit.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That they're gonna have to deal with.
Right.
And Todd did too. That
Todd
they're gonna have to
defensive
deal with.
guy, I think, to me. I don't know if you guys think that, but I think to me, I would let Todd run my defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's
see,
about it. He don't know how to run a team.
Yeah. I would let Todd.
See, this would have been the thing. If Todd didn't inherit, well, everybody got hurt. You can't you can't factor that. Everybody got hurt. So the offense wasn't like it was. So they took the scapegoat, they took Leftwich, and they fired him.
They fired him.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, Todd ain't talking, but Bruce Arians talking. Bruce Arians is an executive advisor, just like you see what I'm saying? So why the fuck is Bruce talking about a quarterback?
Yeah.
You ain't the coach.
Yeah.
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 That's bullshit.
Your coach, and the thing is, and look, this is what this is what people don't get into, and this is why I get into this. Frank and Arthur know each other very well. Very well. Because Arthur comes from the tree of Frank. So remember, Arthur started with LaFleur, McVay. He was the only coach in Tennessee that didn't lose his job. The father knows Frank very well from coming from certain situations. So they know each other very well. Arthur and Frank are probably cut from the same tree of coaches. Tannehill's only MVP run was with Arthur.
Okay.
And his MVP was on the outs. It was about a couple of years ago when Tannehill, I think they were the number 1 seed, and I think they lost to Cincinnati 2 years ago.
But hold that, Wolf, because we coming back later on tonight, right, Q?
Yeah. My bad. But
he can't hear.
He can have that one.
No.
Yeah, but we come back later on tonight, and then we're gonna see. We're gonna see you coming back, Wolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go do some stuff. I'm gonna come back. But what I wanted to say is, there's some coaches, and Black, I hope you get into this later on tonight. There's some coaches that they're just in over their head.
Oh yeah.
In the NFL, and I don't see Frank or Arthur being in over their head. I just don't see it. That's the big things we're gonna touch on. Okay.
Like how it's gonna mix up with the NFC and against everybody else. We touched on it a little bit just today, a few minutes ago, but we're gonna that's the next topic right there.
What time y'all jumping back on tonight? I can't hear Black.
I don't know what time work for you, Kendall?
Probably about what? Do the 8 look good for you?
Yeah, somewhere around there, 8 or 9 o'clock, man. You'll see a notification.
Okay. I'm good with you.
that time then. All right, fellas. Well, look, Ken, drive safe out there, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Dub, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. Black. It's always a pleasure to talk to real fans. I'm just gonna say that. It's always a pleasure
Yes,
to
sir.
talk to real fans. You know what I'm saying? Because you get these
Look at here.
fans that, you know what I'm saying, just because Lamar Jackson gonna go somewhere, we winning 9 Super Bowls.
Ridiculous.
You
Shout
know,
out to the Wolf, man. A1 Day One Wolf. Make sure y'all subscribe to his
I'm
channel.
always gonna tap in with y'all. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in a little bit, man.
All
All right.
Peace, man.
Yes, sir. Well, look, man, if you like what you've been hearing, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Show that love, man. Kendall the GOAT is in the building. Shout out to Wiley and Big Mike, man. Y'all had one hell of a show here today. Look, I was sitting back in the back and I was trying to take care of some thumbnails and stuff like that, trying to get the shows ready for the upcoming week. And I appreciate y'all boys, man. Y'all really laid it down, man. I was just sitting here listening.
It was actually a good conversation.
So,
Because sometimes there be some wild stuff said.
Wiley, who you telling, man? This shit be wild sometime over here, Wiley.
I'm like, we can't be that emotional, man. Come on now. Can we not be so emotional?
T.O. laid out the foundation for crying for them quarterbacks, man. I'm telling you, he done laid the foundation. That's my quarterback. He done show you how it's done.
Yeah. Andy Reid.
Golly. So we back in Dallas.
Yeah. So going forward, man, this is gonna be dope because we get to really lay it out the foundation, the way we think this thing is gonna be headed. And I love it, man. If y'all love every bit of this, make sure y'all come back and rock with us, man. It's back to the roots. It's being reincarnated. The Black Cat Panther podcast is now back. Look, man, this is what it look like to be solo dolo. Shout out to my dog, the GOAT, man, for always just being there and pulling up on your boy, man. What you got cooking up, GOAT?
Well, y'all look out for the Mud Ink Outlaw TV. Go over to the Mud Ink Outlaws and subscribe right now. We're getting ready to revamp that thing in a little bit. But if you go ahead and subscribe, then you'll know when we drop it.
Yes, sir. Wiley, what you got? You got anything cooking up?
No, man, we got to get together. Remember I told you I'm going to go ahead and do Panthers Germany because these cats will be slipping in the back door. Now, Luke was in Frankfurt, which is about 20 minutes from me. I didn't know. And then the same thing happened with the Super Bowl. Steve Smith was watching Super Bowl in Frankfurt. I could have went to Frankfurt and been there with those guys. So I got to get on my P's and Q's.
Oh, man. Shout out to Wiley across the water, man. You know what? I appreciate you, brother, for just being over there. What time is it over there?
It is 8:07.
Great God, y'all ain't playing no games. It's big morning over there.
No, it's 8 at night. 8
at night.
Oh, damn.
No, as you were. No, it's 10.
Hey, God, Wiley.
It's 10, man.
Yeah, man. Look, I appreciate you for being over there, man. Just rocking it with the fellas, man. Look, this is it, everybody. We'll be back with y'all later on. We'll be back up in your face again. Welcome to Black Cat Panther Podcast, man. We are out.
Already.